What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, family? We're going to be getting started in just a few minutes. To those of you that are watching on demand, because I know nobody's in this live stream right now. Not this quickly. Not this quickly. This is a pop-up live with MDT, Triple Eight Spirit Guide, John 4 and 24. And I'm the man, Matty T. Matty T. All right, y'all. We're going to be going live here in just a minute. I'm going to start this off with a little royalty-free reggae music. And just to kind of set the mood, and we're going to be getting started here in just a moment, talking about what unexpected, sudden, unexpected changes can you expect to see here? Okay, what can you? And it's I'll talk more about it as we get into it. But thank you all for being here. Thank you all for being here. Royalty free reggae. Let's get it started, y'all. Let's get it started. Just a little something in the background, a little something playing in the background. All right, a little something playing in the background. All right, getting started here in just a minute. Thank you all for being here today. Thank y'all for being here, okay? Nobody's snoring yet, but y'all know, let me tell y'all something while I'm waiting to see if one or two more people join. To be honest with y'all, a lot of times what I do with these readings on the live streams here, on my I got two channels. On this MDT Triple Eight Spirit Guide, my Tarot Oracle channel is, I use this as just a way to go ahead and get these messages out to you all without having to upload a freaking 17 or 18 gigabyte video. It's too big. It's too big. Who wants to be uploading that long, right? And who wants to eat up that much hard drive space? But when these platforms are providing you with the opportunity to do these things live, it helps you to save hard drive space. So thank you all for being patient. This is a short royalty-free reggae song, so we're going to be getting started in just a minute. Talking about these changes. What can you expect to see coming into your experience? Unexpected. You ever heard that saying, expect the unexpected? That's what we're doing here today. That's what we're doing. We're expecting the unexpected. So as y'all are coming in, tap that like button for me, because that's going to send the alert out and let more people know that we're live and live broadcasting. Now, speaking of unexpected changes, I know a lot of y'all did not expect to see me live today, right? Yeah, this is sudden and unexpected. So what we're doing right now is we're getting in alignment with the energy. Alignment is key to everything you do in your life. Alignment. When you are in alignment with the energy that is you, you're going to be successful. You're going to be successful at whatever you do. When you're not in alignment with who you are, you're going to struggle. You might fail. Why? Because you're not being your authentic self, okay? The only way you're going to reach your highest and best timeline in any lifetime is being authentic and being true to who you really are. Being true to what's in your heart. Being true to what's in your heart, what's in your gut, all right? Your heart, your feminine energy, your gut, your masculine energy. Be true to those two things, and there's no way you can fail. There's no way you can fail. Stay high vibrational, too. Stay high vibrational, all right? So, that's enough of that intro message. Since we're talking about sudden unexpected, let me hit y'all with a hard stop on the music. Boom. How's that for sudden and unexpected? You expect me to, I normally take the music down when I'm on my Matt D. Talford channel, but since we're talking about sudden unexpected, why not? Why not, right? So here we go, y'all. Here we go. Today, we're going to be talking about what sudden unexpected changes can you expect to see coming into your reality, all right? And this is a timeless reading. That's why I didn't put any time frame on it. This is a timeless reading. So whenever you see it, that's exactly when you are supposed to see it. And I got to say, before we get started, this when you're talking about sudden, unexpected changes, sudden, unexpected, sometimes shocking events, the planetary energy that goes with is Uranus. Some people say Uranus, some people say Uranus. I grew up saying Uranus. Some people get offended by that, but everybody got an anus, okay? So Uranus. Sometimes you get sudden, unexpected things out of Uranus. Yo, I'm sorry. Y'all didn't expect that either, did you? I'm sorry. I had to say that. But y'all know it's true. Y'all know it's true. Y'all done been on some of them 2, 3, 4 hour flights. And then, yeah, let me stop. I ain't trying to gross nobody out. But we talking about unexpected energy, right? Unexpected, sudden, unexpected things. So anyway, when you're talking about sudden, unexpected activities, sudden, unexpected, sometimes shocking events, you're talking about the energy of Uranus in the natal chart. In both, well, not your natal chart so much, but the Uranus in your natal chart talks about how you are most likely to be, or the energy that you operate in most likely when you're doing something unexpected or shocking. That's your natal chart. But we're talking about the current Uranus transit, which last I checked, it was in 29 degrees of Taurus. So it's done with that retrograde motion and it's moving back into the sign of Gemini. Okay. Gemini is what? Communication, knowledge and communication primarily. There's some other things there, but knowledge, communication, learning. That's Gemini energy. So with Uranus in Gemini, we can expect for the next 7 or so years to be shocked by things that we learn, to be shocked by things that are communicated. Okay. May see some shocking things that have to deal with your siblings or whatever, or some shocking events, some shocking communication, whatever, with regards to your siblings, because siblings that energy lives in the third house as well. And Gemini rules over the third house. So we're talking third house energy, communication, that sort of thing. So as I get ready to get into today's reading, y'all, I want you to understand that whatever comes out in these cards, that in and of itself is communication right there. It's communication from the spirit realm. But as we talk about these sudden, unexpected things or occurrences, events that may take place in your reality based on, whenever it shows up, it's probably going to be in alignment with the current planetary transit of Uranus. And again, Uranus, for the most part, is back in Gemini. We're in 29 degrees of Taurus, and it's going to be in Gemini, I think, on the 25th. So we're talking another 5 or 6 days. We're going to have Uranus in Gemini. So expect to get unexpected communication, expect to get unexpected knowledge, expect to learn something that you didn't expect to learn. All of this stuff is connected. It's all connected. So the purpose of today's reading is to get you prepared so that y'all have heard the saying, expect the unexpected. The purpose of today's reading is to, tell you where you might most likely see that, and then pull an advice card and tell you, okay, based on whatever comes out in your reading, here's the advice from spirit on how to handle or how to manage that situation. Now, I will say this too, and I'm probably going to be teaching some of this on my Matt's mtalford channel. Shout out to those of you that subscribe or that watch my videos over on my main channel, Matt's mtalford. I talk about, it's pretty much a spirituality channel. I do a lot of scripture. I do a lot of astrology, and sometimes I'll throw some numerology in there too. But I've gotten a lot of requests to do more astrology videos on that channel. So I'm not going to change the format of my channel and make it all astrology, but I will be talking about some more astrology over there. So I will be talking about some of this on that channel. So again, shout out to those of y'all that watch me on that channel too. But let me say this. With this Uranus in Gemini transit that's coming up, that's going to be active for the next 7 years, how that's going to look on with regards to how that energy is going to affect you is that look at your natal chart. Look at your natal chart. For those of you that have run your natal chart and whatever, if you have Uranus in an air sign or a fire sign, this is probably whatever sudden, unexpected communication comes your way. It's probably going to be something that makes you feel good. Okay. It's probably going to be something that is harmonious. Why? Because Uranus is going to be in an air sign. Air and air go together. Air and fire go together. So if your natal Uranus is in, I won't try to cover them all because it's a 7-year transit. So some people, I'm not even going to say that. Let's just say if your Uranus is in Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, or your Uranus is in Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, this is probably going to be a pleasant surprises for the next 7 years. Now, if it's in one of the feminine signs, if it's in a water sign or an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, the sudden shocking events may not be so harmonious. They may feel a little bit rough. They may, as they say in the UK, they may scar your bum. Okay. But keep in mind, Uranus is what I like to call the cosmic tower card. Those of you that are watching me right now, you watch tarot, you know what that tower card energy is about. Uranus is the cosmic tower card. And towers are sudden, unexpected. Now I know my tarot purists are going to say, well, no, the tower card is technically Scorpio energy, so that's water energy. I know that. I'm well aware of that. Why is it Scorpio energy? Because Scorpio is the energy of transformation. So tower moments transform us. But you need to understand that when it comes to the cosmos, Uranus is the one planet out there that hits you with something sudden and unexpected or shocking. That's the energy of the tower card. That is the energy of the tower card in tarot. So think of a cosmic tower. The tower card, a lot of people don't want to see towers. Nobody likes them because they tend to not feel good. But the one thing with the Tower card is that it is pretty much divine intervention. The Tower card is divine intervention. It is the divine stepping in and forcing transformation upon us. The Death card, that's self-transformation. Hey, you know what? I don't like the current state of affairs. I don't like the energy I'm in right now. I'm going to do something to change. The Tower card comes in and forces us to change when we do not want to. So Uranus forces everybody. It hits everybody with something shocking. If you're in the planet or you're on planet Earth and you're inhaling and exhaling, Uranus energy is going to shock you one way, shape, or form. It hits everybody. It's above us. Okay. So as above, so below, right? Law of correspondence. So again, because if you have Uranus, because Uranus is currently in a masculine sign of Gemini, if you've got your natal Uranus in a masculine sign, air or fire, this is probably going to be a pleasant surprise. If it's in water or earth, then it may not be so pleasant, but like the Tower card, it's ultimately going to be for your highest good. And just don't feel picked on, because guess what? Uranus just left a 7-year transit in Taurus. It was in an earth sign. So people that had their natal Uranus in water or earth, the surprises for them were probably pleasant. And the people that had them in air or fire, the surprises for them were probably not so pleasant. But it's always for your highest good. Keep that in mind. Now, so I've taken up enough time here in the intro. I want to go ahead and get on into this. I'm going to start at Aries. Since we're in Aries season, y'all know I like to give the first position to whatever the current tropical sun sign transit is. So because we're in the last couple of days of literally actually the last day. We're in the last day of Aries. So I'm going to give respect to that, and we're going to start with Aries and work all the way down through Pisces. And I've got 2 tarot decks I'm working from today. The Rider-Waite-Smith deck, I'm going to use that for any masculine signs, and I'm going to use the Lunar Tarot for any feminine signs. And I've also got a primary and then a secondary oracle card deck. I'm going to be reading from the Moonology Oracle deck. And I've also got this other one is it's a love oracle deck. And I'm only going to use that if the message for your sign has to deal with the love, romance, relationships, that sort of thing. I'll pull an extra card from that for you. So I'm going to begin like I always do. I'm going to start with I'm going to go reverse. I'm going to start with Oracle today first, and then I'm going to get into the tarot. I will pull a tarot card to see what the general direction of the reading is, and we'll go from there. Okay. If it happens to be cups, then, I'll pull that first. If it happens to be cups, then I will get you a love oracle card too. So let's get started, y'all. These cards have been shuffled already, shuffled and cut. So I'm just going to get started here. I got the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. And I'm not going to look at the bottom of the deck. Some people look at the bottom of the deck up front. I'll look at it after I'm done shuffling and get my card, okay? So let's see what comes out for you, Aries. This is for Aries. This reading today is for Sun, Moon, Rising, okay? So today, let's see. Let me write this down, 1315. This is going to be for my Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. You can take it and apply it to your North Node or your Mars if you want. Sometimes when I'm watching other tarot readers, if they're reading for my Mars sign, I just check it to see if the reading fits. So you can apply it to your Mars or your North Node if you want. But my intent today is to read for the Sun, Moon, and Rising. So if you got Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising, this is for you. And again, put it wherever else it goes if you need to. Okay? Thank y'all for being here today. And thank y'all for enduring that long introduction. Y'all know I'm a writer, so verbosity comes with that. Okay? Verbosity, it comes with it. All right, let's see. What messages the Spirit have for my Aries people? Okay? And this session is already prayed over and protected, so don't worry about none of that, family. You're good to go, okay? Let's see. And there's my card that just came over. All right. So for my Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising, the general direction of this, of your reading today on what sudden, shocking, unexpected events can you expect to see? And remember, let me say this too. The best astrologers in the world cannot tell you exactly what's going to happen with Uranus transits. Uranus transits. I was trying to say placements. Uranus transits. The best astrologers in the world cannot tell you exactly what's going to happen, but they can kind of hone in on the area and tell you where you're going to be shocked. Nobody ever knows what's going to happen. Okay, that's the Most High's wild card. That is the Tower. You never see a tower coming. You never see one of these Uranus events coming. But when you know how to read natal chart astrology, or you know how to read astrology in general, you can kind of figure out what area of life is going to be in, but you don't know what's going to happen. It's the same with these tarot cards. I can tell you what area is going to be in. I cannot tell you exactly what's going to happen, and that is for a very divine purpose. It is for protection and mystery. The Most High don't show his moves. The Most High does not show his moves, okay, or her, depending on which aspect you're of that God, that source energy you're talking about. We all have divine masculine, divine feminine energy, okay? So, or masculine and feminine, because some of it ain't divine. Y'all know some people like that. Anyway, so the card that came out is the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles, okay? So this tells me that you can expect to see something unexpected with regards to your coins, okay? Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. You can expect to see something with regards to your coins. Let's see what's happening. Let's see what can you expect to see. And again, we don't know exactly what's going to happen, but let's find out. And another card just came out, okay? Another card just came out. I'm gonna have to get a clarifier on this. This is the Page of Cups in reverse, okay? Now, when you're dealing with the pages are youthful energy, so this may have something to do with y'all. I'll jump right ahead. I was supposed to get you an oracle card up front. I'll get that oracle card on the end, okay? I got excited. I was supposed to pull an oracle card to before I did the tarot. But because this is Pentacles, I'm not going to pull a love oracle card for you. I'll pull the Moonology oracle card in the end. But Page of Cups in reverse, okay? Page of Cups in reverse. Now, this is a youthful energy that's got something to do with perhaps love, romance, something to do with your emotions. Pages again are youthful energy. I like to call the pages the students and the helpers of the court cards. But this is in reverse. So with this, if you look at this upright, this is a youthful energy presenting you some sort of youthful offer. The Page of Cups sometimes also represents a person who is emotionally immature. So this in reverse, you could go the opposite and say this is somebody that is coming perhaps in some emotional maturity now that wants to bring you something solid. Pentacles are solid earth. They're also grounded. And this Six of Pentacles is a card of generosity. So this tells me that perhaps you've got a you could be connected to a person that is thinking about bringing you something, bringing you some sort of gift. But again, pages upright. This is something being presented. So in the reverse, your sudden shocking event could be somebody coming to ask you for some money. Okay, it could be somebody coming to ask you for some money. And yeah, the bottom of the deck, we got the Ten of Wands in reverse. Okay, we got the Ten of Wands in reverse. So that could be a situation where somebody's carrying a heavy load and they're ready to let those wands. They're ready to let those wands down, and they perhaps could see money as a way that helps them to lower those wands. Okay, to drop that heavy burden. I don't even know if I even need a clarifier on that. I don't even know if I need a clarifier on it. Page of Cups in reverse. The bottom of the deck probably explains that. Okay. Now, again, Six of Pentacles. You could be in some generous energy. Okay. You could be in some generous energy. You could be in a giving mood. And this could be somebody coming to ask you about some money. Okay. I don't, if it were upright, I would say that it would be a love offer that somebody's giving you, but because it's in reverse, the way I'm interpreting that card is that is somebody that is coming to perhaps to ask you for something to help them with a heavy load. Okay. With a heavy load. And you know what? I had another card just fall out of my hand. I gotta respect that. Two of Wands. Two of Wands came out. Two of Wands. So Two of Wands is someone considering two different paths, two different courses of action. You may factor into that course of action. So I don't know why that came out. I'm gonna get a clarifier on that. This is getting deep already. Give me a card. Let me keep that Ten of Wands in reverse off to the side since that's the bottom of the deck. Overall energy. Why the Two of Wands? Why the Two of Wands, Spirit? Oh, okay. That explains it. Okay. They're considering two different, the Sun card in reverse. The Sun came out in reverse. So that's somebody that's not happy with their financial situation. So expect, again, Uranus is moving into Gemini. Gemini, yes. Uranus is moving into Gemini. So expect to get some sudden, shocking communication, perhaps in the form of a request from somebody that, it could be somebody that, again, I mean, they could have been emotionally immature or something, somebody that you were connected to, perhaps, that is, they're not presenting anything because this came out in reverse. So they could come and ask you for some money. Look at this card. You got two people there with their hands out, okay? and the the person in the card is holding the balance scales. Okay, he's holding the balance scales. So as you can see, he's giving to one, he's not giving to the other. I don't know that he's not going to give to the other, or if it's just, I don't know what this card means with regards to that. He could be waiting. The other person could be waiting their turn. They could be the second one out. But I think everything we need to see is right here in these cards. Okay, so with this balance scale here in your direction setting card, just know that there's somebody that was carrying a heavy load that they're ready to let go of, and it's got something to do with money. So you're shocking, unexpected thing. What can you expect to see? Somebody, don't be surprised if somebody comes and asks you for some money. Okay, and it could be somebody that you care about. Cups, emotions. You talking about Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio? Could be somebody in your family. It could be somebody in your family because fourth house, Cancer, the sign of Cancer rules over the fourth house. Some of y'all might be Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio watching, or this request could come from someone that has one of those placements in their sun, moon, or rising. But and it could be family because the fourth house rules over family. So it could be family. Third house, communication. The third house is communication, and that's ruled by Gemini. And the third house has to deal with your siblings. So this could be somebody coming from your family asking for some money. Your advice is built into this card. Okay, they're probably considering two different courses of action, and one of them is probably, hey, you know what, you got that one card, you got that one wand that's mounted in the ground, and the other wand that's in the hand. So they could be considering, should I move forward and ask this person for some money, or should I just stand still? Should I be still? Whatever the situation is, they're not happy. Okay, they're not in the happiest energy, so they may need some financial help. But your advice is built into this card. Okay, balance. See that? See that right there? Oh, jeez, it's always funny when it's backwards. Right there. Y'all see that? Balance. Balance. Be judicious. The balance scales is Libra. Libra is the energy of weighing the scales. Okay, so your advice is built into that card. You have to determine whether or not that's a good move. You determine whether this is somebody you're going to give coin to, or whether you're going to let them beg. Okay, that's your advice on that, Aries. Let me get you an oracle card. Okay, let's get you a Moonology oracle card and see if there's any messages in there. Okay, pulling from the Moonology deck, and then we'll move on to the next sign. Thank you all for being here. See, I got a comment there. What's up, Senator J? Oh, you're starting from the beginning. I got it. Let's see. Midas Living. Mata J minus living. Okay, thank you for joining. Thank you for London. Okay, we got the UK in the house. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. All right, let's see. Let's get your Moonology card, and then again, this is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or if you got it someplace else in your chart and you want to look at it. And there's your card, Moonology. All right, let's see what the card is. This may help. Conclusions are within reach. Y'all see how this goes with the reading? Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. Okay. So you got a conclusion on how to deal with that in within reach. Okay. And remember, eclipses, a full moon eclipse is a lunar eclipse. Lunar eclipse is about sometimes shedding of emotions. Okay. Solar eclipses are activations. Lunar eclipses are shedding of old energy. So there may be a message in there for y'all. I don't even want to tell you where to go with that. I'll let you come to that conclusion. But that conclusion is in reach. Your card is conclusions are within reach, and it's a full moon eclipse. So full moon eclipses, the full moon also, y'all, the full moon reveals things. New moons you can't see, full moons illuminate. So you're going to see what that answer is, and you're going to make that decision based on that. But expect to see the thing that you can expect to see that's unexpected is got something to do with a request for some coin. All right, Aries, that is your reading. If you enjoyed that, please give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and make sure your notification bell is set on so that you'll be notified when I go live or I upload new content. Thank you all for being here. We're going to move on to the next sign, which is Taurus. All right, Taurus. Let me put these cards away first. Okay, so Taurus is a feminine sign, is a feminine earth sign. Okay, well, earth signs are feminine, so that's kind of redundant. Taurus is an earth sign, it's a feminine sign. So I'm going to pull all of the feminine signs I'm going to pull from my lunar tarot deck. All right, but let me reshuffle these. This Rider-Waite-Smith deck and put these away so they're ready for the next reading. All right, thank you all for being here. All right, Taurus, let's get you an oracle card first. So I'm back, and well, nope, let's do this. Let's get your direction card so we can see if it's got to do with relationships. Because if it's got to do with relationships, you're going to get a bonus oracle card. Alrighty. Sorry if that's loud, y'all. I do the best I can here. Sorry if that's loud. And I just realized my mic wasn't in the middle position. I like it better in the middle position. It does my voice a little bit better in the middle position. So my apologies for that. Here we go, y'all. Here we go. Thank y'all for being here. All right, let's get that card for, I'm going to take that one right there. Okay, let's see what that is. For Taurus, Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups, okay? Queen of Cups, supportive, okay? So this already tells me that the general direction of what you can expect to see that is unexpected has something to do with your emotions, perhaps a partner, love, whatever. We don't know. We're going to find out. But let's get your Moonology card, and then we're going to get you one of the love oracle cards as well, since a cup came out. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. Okay, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. If you want to apply it to your North Node or your Mars or your Venus, you can. But generally speaking, this is Sun, Moon, and Rising. And your card just came out. Look at that beautiful green card, okay? Look at that. By the way, some of y'all might be water signs, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Or because this could potentially be a love reading, you might be dealing with someone with one of those placements in your chart. Okay. Your Moonology Oracle card is a time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo, a time to give rather than take, okay? So that may mean something to y'all. Look at that green. Green is the color of the heart chakra. So this is already matching up with your general direction card, which is the Queen of Cups. Whatever shocking events are going to come forth for you. Hang on one second, y'all. Let me let somebody know here that I'm in a live reading so they can stop texting me. All right. So I'll just take that as spirit confirmation. Okay. All right. So whatever that shocking event is, y'all, it's going to have something to deal with the emotions. It could have to deal with a relationship. It could just be your emotions in general. But whatever that shocking event is, this could be advice that is, you know what, think about, consider giving, consider being a giver. Okay. I don't know who that's for, but that's going to mean something to you. A time to give rather than take. Okay. So when that event comes up, remember that card. Okay. I'm going to put that back in the deck, and we're going to get you a love oracle card as well. And let's see. I think, y'all, I'm going to do the oracles at the end. I'm going to switch it up and go back to oracles at the end, because sometimes but you know what? This is fun, Taurus people. Maybe you'll see a connection at the end there, because we don't know what's going to come on the tarot. Okay. And here's your card. All right. You got one additional card. It says, the future. I daydream about our future together, going on adventures and growing old together. I want it all. That may be a message from somebody's higher self that you're connected to, or that you're thinking about at this time. Okay. The future. Somebody's thinking about the future with you. And that energy definitely matches this Queen of Cups. This Queen of Cups, who is very generous with her heart. She's very giving. Not giving in the Queen of Pentacles sense. The Queen of Pentacles is my Proverbs 31 virtuous woman card in the tarot. This is more of that person that is this is that selfless person that they'll put your heart before their own. They're very, very loving, very supportive. Okay. So let's find out what the tarot is. But you got your oracle card messages. Somebody's thinking about their future with you. Okay. Let's put that back in the deck, and let's see what sudden, unexpected, shocking events we can expect from our Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Taurus, y'all love that luxury. Y'all love that luxury. Y'all love all things Venusian. But the tangible is Earth energy, so it's that tangible Venusian energy. Not like Libra, which is about it's air sign, so it's about beautiful conversations and experiences. Taurus is about, hey, what luxurious, beautiful things, tangible things can I have? Taurus, the energy is self-care. This could have to deal with self-care. Okay, this could have to deal with self-care. If that Queen of Cups had come out in reverse, I would say that is rather than you caring for others, you caring for yourself. But this sudden unexpected event has something to deal with perhaps nurturing energy. And three cards came out. I'm gonna turn them over right now. The Fool. The Fool, a fresh start. Somebody's getting a fresh start in love. Okay, that's the sudden unexpected thing you can expect, is a fresh start in love. All right. Justice, the Justice card. Number 8, major arcana. Some of y'all, 8 energy is Scorpio or 8th house. Okay. So some of y'all might be magnetizing this to you. The 8th house is the house of things that we magnetize to ourselves. And wow, 8th house energy in there, as well as the Justice. Justice is Libra energy. So you could be connected with a Libra, or you may have Libra placements in your chart. But what you see there is that sword in hand and the scales of balance. Okay. So somebody's coming in, somebody's going to get a fresh start in a relationship, in love, okay, and it's bringing justice to you. Okay, it's bringing justice to you. This is the unexpected thing that you can expect to see here with this Uranus in Gemini transit, and you're probably going to get communication on it. Why do we know? Libra is an air sign. Air signs are communication. Libra is also a cardinal air sign, so they're the thought and speech leaders of the zodiac, Libras. Okay, this came out in the upright position, so somebody's going to tell you the truth on how they feel. Okay, they're going to tell you the truth on how they feel, and it could be a situation that you perhaps had that you were out of balance. Okay, but right now there's some options out there, so they're exploring their options on how they're going to do that. They're exploring their options on how they're going to do it. The bottom of the deck is the Magician. Okay, the Magician, but the Magician in reverse. Okay, so what that tells me is manifestation. The Magician card is a card of manifestation. This is a person that is coming out of this, and that is the overall energy tells me that that's a person that's coming out of this Seven of Cups energy where they're exploring options. They're not manifesting anymore. They're coming forward. They're coming forward. The Magician means a lot of things. It just depends on the context of the reading. Because it means a lot of things depending on the context of the reading, it can also mean a lot of things in reverse. But in this particular reading for you, Taurus, this is somebody that's coming forward in that Queen of Cups energy, and they want to start something new with you, whatever it is. And it's shocking. It's going to shock you. It's going to shock you. You're going to be shocked at who it is. I can't tell you how that's going to go down, but it's probably something that's been a long time coming, and is bringing you justice, and it's going to balance things out for you. Okay. This was a person that probably has a lot of options, but it looks like they're choosing you. Okay. They're done manifesting. They're done with the manifestation. They're ready to, they're like, hey, the work that you do, the Magician uses all of the tools to manifest or bring about a reality. In this particular reading, when it's in reverse, they're done with it. They're like, okay, we're going forward with it now. We're going forward. So that's what I got for you, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If that resonates, hit that like button. And be sure that you set your notification bell, subscribe and set your notification bell to also you be notified when I go live or when I upload new content. All right. Thank you all so much for being here today. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I hope that if you got other placements in your chart and you want to stick around for them, stick around, see what other messages might come out for you. Okay. A lot of times when I watch these all signs readings by my favorite ones, what I like to do is I'll look at the sign for my sun, my moon, and my rising. Okay. I'm a Capricorn sun, Cancer moon, and Libra rising. So I usually watch for all three of those. Okay. All right. So let's put these away. I just wanted to shuffle them and get them ready for the next reading. And that's your reading, Taurus. Thank you so much. Don't forget to hit that like button on the way out. Next, we're moving to Gemini. Okay. Gemini, what time? Yeah, we got 32:55. Okay. Gemini. If you have Gemini in your sun, moon, rising, Venus. Why did I say Venus? Maybe this is going to be a love reading. Y'all saw the description. This is or the description box says this is sun, moon, and rising, but you can take it and apply it anywhere else. Sometimes I'll look for my Mars placement as well. But anyway, y'all, let's go ahead. I've already shuffled these, but I'm gonna shuffle them one more time. And we use the Rider-Waite-Smith deck since we are using a masculine sign. Gemini is air. Okay. And I'm going to do the oracles at the end now instead of doing them up front. Let's do them at the end. It just kind of feels a little bit more in alignment. Anyway, let's do it. Okay, Gemini, the sign that Uranus is moving into. So this is, y'all, expect some unexpected communication with regards to whatever's going to come out here. Okay. Spirit told me take the card off the top. I'm going to take it and see what it is. Oh, okay. It's the Death card. The Death card came out as a direction. So it's got something to do with transformation. It actually came out in the reverse position. So I'm just going to take the overall energy of this. And the Death card is water energy. It's got to do with transformation. Now, typically when I do the way I do my readings is I'll pull a card to tell me what general direction something is going to go in, whether it's going to be pentacles, cups, swords, or wands. In the case of a major arcana, it's a wild card. I take the energy of the card. This is Scorpio energy and it has to deal with transformation. So sudden, unexpected, non-transformation. I don't know about that. Let me sit with that for a minute. Let's see what other cards come out. But this definitely has something to do with transformation. Okay. Maybe I'll get a little bit more clarity. Consider that being upright for now. Maybe I'll get a little bit more clarity on why that's in reverse. But let's go ahead and find out what messages, what unexpected thing is going, that shocking thing, unexpected thing that you're going to find out typically here, because Uranus is in the sign of Gemini, which is about communication and knowledge. So what are you going to learn that is going to help you to transform, or perhaps say, hey, you know what? Maybe I don't need to change what I'm doing. I don't know. Let's find out. Let's get some messages, y'all. Okay. Wanted to come out. I don't know what it was, but it went back in the deck, so I'm not taking it. Let's see what this has to deal. What's going on with this death card for my Geminis, Sun, Moon, and Rising? What's going on with this death card for my Geminis? Okay. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. Okay. Queen of Swords. So you got some sort of transformative communication coming in. Okay. You got some sort of transformative communication, or some communication that you're going to be shocked by. Some communication. Maybe what this means together, and I'm gonna pull some clarifiers, but maybe what these cards mean together is that, hey, you know what? The overall direction had to deal with transformation, but it came out in reverse. And then the first card out was the Queen of Swords. Okay. The Queen of Swords is somebody she is someone that is open to communication, but she's no nonsense. When you look at the imagery in the card here, she's got the sword, she's holding the sword of truth, and she's beckoning someone to come forward. Come forward. You may approach the throne. You may approach the throne. Let's see what you got to talk about. What is your concern? Come forward. However, don't come with no games. That's the Queen of Swords energy, okay? So perhaps with this Uranus in Gemini transit, you are going to get some sort of communication that is going to make you, maybe you were on the cusp of doing something different. Maybe you were on the cusp of saying, hey, you know what? I'm ready to put this other thing away and go with something completely new, something fresh. I'm ready to transform myself. But you're going to get some communication that's going to shock you and say, whoa, maybe that's the universe telling me to pump the brakes. Okay. Let me pull a single card, and I'm going to pull a yes, no card. I'm going to pull a yes, no card and see if that is the case. And I'm just going to pull it from the middle of the deck, y'all. Okay. I'm going to pull it right here from the middle. I don't know what it is. The Devil card. So that's a no. That's a no. That's very interesting. Okay. I'm going to put that away. So let's get a little bit more information. I was going to leave it where it is, but let's get a little bit more information. I'm going to take that Devil card and put it to the side, because that could have to deal with the Devil card. Look at the imagery in the Devil card. The lovers chained and bound to something. The Devil card, understand, the Devil card is not always a negative card. Okay. This could also tell me that you're going to get that communication from an earth sign, possibly a Capricorn, because the Devil card is Capricorn energy. But Capricorn's ruled by Saturn, so it could be heavy. It could be some heavy communication that's coming in. But I'm gonna get some more clarifiers, because this tells me that there's more to it. There's more to it. Now, this could come in from somebody that you I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm listen, I can only tell you what I think as a reader and what I see. With that Devil card coming out, I'm doing a yes no pull to see if, hey, this is to tell me that something is coming in, that you're going to want to entertain a conversation that's going to make you want to pump the brakes. And this came out, this said no, but this is two lovers chained here, so it could have something to do with somebody that you're connected to. I don't know. Let's get a little bit more information. Let's get a little more information, because that may suggest then that you do want to transform. Eight energy. You got Scorpio energy here with the Death card, and you got the 8 of Pentacles. Remember, I look at the numerology and the cards, y'all. I look at the numerology and the cards. So again, you got Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energy here. Somebody's connected to, perhaps connected to an earth sign, or perhaps somebody has been in some deep transformative situation with an earth sign, possibly a Capricorn, because again, you got this Devil card that came out. That's Capricorn energy. The lover's bound, so it could be somebody you're connected to for some reason. Could be a toxic connection, or it could just be some mutual obsession. Could be mutual obsession. However, this 8 of Pentacles came out in the upright position, so this is something that either you or them has been working on with regards to this communication and this transformation. I got to get some more information on this. Okay. 8 energy again. 8 energy again. This is definitely some sort of transformative situation, and it's definitely connected to a Scorpio. Somebody with Scorpio heavy in their chart. Somebody with Scorpio and perhaps Capricorn heavy in their chart, because you got your Pentacles here, but I got to respect that number 8. Eighth house is Scorpio. That's Scorpio energy. Okay. 8 is also Saturnian energy, which takes me back to this devil card, Capricorn. Capricorn's ruling planet is Scorpio. Okay. And that devil card is card number 15. So 1 plus 5 is 6. There could be somebody with Virgo energy too. Virgo rules the 6th house. So I'm cooking right now, y'all. I'm seeing where this is going. The card that came out is the eight of cups in reverse. So this tells me that this is definitely, the energy here is definitely true. The energy here is definitely true. This is whatever this shocking thing is that you're going to find out here. And I'm spending more time on this Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, because we got to get to the bottom of this. But this shocking information that's going to come forward is going to make you put the brakes on changing. You were thinking about changing course. And this is definitely going to be a conversation that you have. This is Uranus in communication, Uranus and Gemini, which is Uranus in communication. So expect some shocking, unexpected conversation, okay, that is going to have you halt from changing course. Look at this. Something you've been working on for a while. Something that you've been working on for a while. Could have to do with your money. It could be a conversation about your money. It could be an attachment that you just you can't let go of. And that's not, again, that devil card, y'all do not always look at that devil card like it's negative, because it's not, okay? It's just, it has to deal with attachments, okay? Sometimes they're toxic attachments, but sometimes they're not. Look, you got the two people here in this card are the lovers, okay? All right? So they're bound to this, uh-oh, beating up my microphone there. They're bound to this obsessive energy, but they're not willing to walk away from it. Okay, so whatever this is, I got to take these two cards together, y'all. And let me look at the bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck is the star in reverse. Okay, star in reverse. The star right is a card of healing and a card of hope. That's interesting that's at the bottom of the deck, y'all. This is something that you perhaps have not been holding out hope for, or maybe you've lost hope in. Maybe this is something that you saw that perhaps you thought maybe it wasn't going to heal. Okay. Wasn't going to heal. The star card is also renewing. The star card is also energy of renewal. It is. But this card coming out first says, nah, you ain't transforming. You're not transforming. And whatever this is you've been working on for a while, you're not walking away from. Let me get an advice card from you. I'm gonna pull that advice card from a different deck. Let's get some advice for you, Gemini. This is interesting. Okay. Your advice card is be bold. Be bold. Be a bold leader. The King of Wands is bold. The King of Wands is fearless. Okay. The King of Wands steps out there. This is pure. Now Wands are fire energy. So you're talking about Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Those are all signs that are fearless. Okay. So whatever this situation is, you know what it is for you. Be fearless about it. You're probably going to have some information that's coming out of the Oracle decks here. Because the death card is Scorpio energy, and that's water energy, I'm going to pull a love Oracle card for you as well. But your advice is to be bold. Be bold in this situation. I'm not going to go any further because, again, when you're dealing with shocking events, you don't necessarily know what's going to happen. You just know the area it's going to be in. So I'm here to give you the area it's going to be in. You never know exactly what's going to happen. I don't care if you're reading astrology. I don't care if you're reading tarot. You never know exactly what's going to happen when it's the energy of the unexpected. This is just to tell you to expect the unexpected, and it's got something to do with some transformation that's probably got to do with transforming your emotions or a transformative conversation. The emotions here with the cups, conversation here with the swords, okay? But whatever this is something that you are probably not interested in walking away from. So you're probably going to have to put your head down and keep working on it and be bold, okay? It's definitely something that you're attached to. You're attached to, and that may not necessarily be a negative attachment, but you will know when it comes up. Let me put these cards away and get you some Oracle card advice. This has been the longest reading so far. This is the third one, and this is the longest one. So that's these don't always come out easy. They don't always come out easy. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, watching. I recommend that you look at your natal chart and check to see if your natal chart, if your Uranus sign on your natal chart is in a fire sign or an air sign, or if it's in a water sign or an earth sign. If it's in a water or an earth sign, this is going to be a period of building for you, building that's not so comfortable, okay? Because the current Uranus transit is in an air sign. So air goes with air goes with fire. when you're mixing air with water or earth, it's a different type of energy. It's a different type of energy. It is that unexpected change that's going to lead to, it's all for your highest and best good. But when your natal Uranus is in the same sign as the current Uranus sign, the Uranus transit, then it's typically going to be something that's sudden, unexpected, shocking, but it's going to be something that makes you feel good. The other one, not so good, but it's still going to be for your highest and best good ultimately. Okay. You fall off a bicycle when you learn how to ride when you're a kid. You fall off that bike, it doesn't feel good. You scrape your knee, it's going to bleed. You're going to need to clean it up, put a band-aid on it. But guess what? You're falling off that bike teaches you how to ride it and not fall off it. So it is ultimately for your highest and best good. Let's get you an oracle card from the Moonology. Let me shuffle it one time. Interesting reading here, Geminis. Interesting reading. Interesting reading. Very interesting reading. The most interesting one yet so far. All right. Let's get your Moonology card. All right. What is the Moonology oracle advice for my Gemini sun, moon, and rising? Said, see, you can't make this stuff up, y'all. Boom, look at that. Your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon. First quarter moon is energy that's building. Okay. When you go from the new moon up to the full moon, that is energy that's building. Once you hit that full moon, it's full. After that, you go down to that waning moon energy, that third quarter moon, all the way down to the new moon where it's emptied. So you're on the upside of this, and this energy is building, but it's telling you that your commitment is being tested. And what did we see? We saw that Eight of Pentacles. Keep working at it. We saw that Eight of Pentacles. We saw that Eight of Cups in reverse. That matches this energy. That Eight of Cups in reverse is don't walk away. That Death card in reverse is you ain't ready to transform yet. Okay? You're not ready to transform yet. Your commitment is being tested. You probably want to walk away. Whatever that situation is, you probably want to walk away from it. You probably want to let it go. That Devil card came in to say, hey, you're attached to this. Finish it. Your commitment is being tested. So whatever this shocking communication is that's going to come in that has something to deal with either your emotions, because Scorpio energy is water. Water is emotions. Okay. It's also deep. Scorpio energy, that's the deepest energy. Listen, anybody knows any Scorpios, or if you're a Scorpio watching, Scorpios don't like shallow. If Scorpio won't deal with you, it's got to go deep. It's got to go deep. Don't take that the wrong place, somebody watching. Okay. It's got to be deep. It's got to be deep. They don't do shallow. They don't do superficial. It's got to mean something. So whatever this is, with that Death card coming out in reverse, it ain't time to change that. With that Devil card coming out in the upright position, it's still an attachment. That Eight of Cups in reverse, nah, we ain't walking away from it. And that Eight of Pentacles upright, keep working on it. And this card clarifies all of that. Your commitment is being tested, Gemini. First quarter moon. All right. So let me get you a just in case, for those of y'all out there that might have to be dealing with a romantic partner, or this could be a relationship that's being tested. Let's get you a love oracle card. Okay. Thank y'all for being here today. Hit that like button for me if this reading is resonating for you, or if you're enjoying it. If even if it ain't resonating, but you're enjoying it. Okay. There we go. This says no one compares. No matter how many people I've met and experiences I have, there's no one who compares to you. That's for somebody. That's for somebody specific, okay? No one compares. No matter how many people I've met and experiences I have, there's no one who compares to you. That message is for somebody. So that supports the reading. That supports the reading. You ain't walking away. Whatever it is, Gemini, you're going to get some shocking communication that's going to test your resolve, that's going to make you want to transform, but you're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. Okay. You're not going to do it. It's going to hit you. So be expect the unexpected. I can't tell you exactly what that conversation is going to look like or what the outcome is going to be, but it's something that ultimately I think you're going to, because your commitment is being tested. I think ultimately you're going to figure it out. That Eight of Pentacles, I love that energy. That's somebody that's going to work to completion. Guess what comes after the Eight of Pentacles? The Nine of Pentacles. I did it. I'm successful. Look at what I worked on. I got it now. It's behind me. The Rider-Waite-Smith deck, that Nine of Pentacles, he got it. Yeah, I got my stuff now. I'm stable. I've been working on stability. I'm stable. Nine of Cups leads to the Ten of Cups. Ultimate satisfaction. All right, that's your reading, Gemini. Again, if you like these types of updates, hit that subscribe button. Make sure your notification bell set to all so you'll be notified when I upload new content or when I go live. Okay, and hit that like button if you like this reading. Let's move on to Cancer now. Interesting reading there for my Gemini placements. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or wherever else you got Cancer in your chart that you want to apply this to. Let's go ahead and pull a card for you from the lunar tarot deck. The lunar tarot deck. And again, y'all, if the cards allow, my apologies. I mean, they got to get shuffled. I'm not gonna get up and walk out of the room just to shuffle the cards. All right. So turn your volume down. Turn your volume down. Let's work together. Let's work together. All right. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for being here. Now, let's see what the advice is, or not advice. What direction this is going in. Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords. But it came out in reverse. Ace of Swords is the truth card, okay? So this tells me you got whatever this shocking thing is that's coming in, the shocking communication is going to be something that you're going to learn that is probably not the truth. The Ace of Swords upright is known as the truth card. The Ace of Swords is all of the aces are gifts. All of the aces are gifts, okay? So in this position, that could mean that you're going to find out that somebody's not been truthful with you, or what could come in that's sudden and shocking. You know what? Let me not go too deep. Let me get some more cards. This tells me that this has to deal with communication, though. Communication or knowledge. So this is in alignment with the Uranus energy, but let's get some information and find out. Let's see what's happening. Page of Swords. Page of Swords, okay? Page of Swords energy. Okay, Page of Swords energy is interesting. Pages, again, they're the youthful energy of the tarot. They're the youthful energy. So pages also are students. I like to see them as students. I also like to see them as messengers. They are messengers. They are students. They're learning their craft. The Page of Swords is an interesting card because swords are communication, but a youthful person is probably not going to do any communication. Some people call this the stalker card. Okay. Shout out to my girl Kelly at Lunar Eclipse Tarot that always says, why stalk? Why talk when you can stalk? Okay, but I'm gonna get some more information on this. Let me get some clarifiers. Why the Page of Swords? Why the Page of Swords? Okay, so this could be something unexpected coming from somebody who's young acting or somebody who doesn't want to speak. All right, let's find out. Let's find out. Maybe you're gonna find out something. Maybe you're gonna find out something about somebody that has been withholding information from you, and it's gonna shock you. It's gonna shock you. Can I get a clarifier, Spirit? Let me get a clarifier. Let me pull my other deck. Let me grab my other deck, see if I can't get a clarifier from this, okay? I split the deck on the Five of Swords, all right? Just saying, I'll split the deck on the Five of Swords, all right? But that's not the card unless it pops up. Let's see what's happening, okay? Why the Page of Swords? Why the Page of Swords? Why the Page of Swords? Hermit. Hermit, yeah. The Hermit. Somebody's been in hiding. Somebody's been hiding. Hermit is Virgo energy, so that person could be a Virgo. Okay, the person that is withholding information from you could be a Virgo. The Hermit also is somebody that retreats away from everybody and just kind of goes off to themselves to study and learn. So that energy matches that of the Page of Swords. They're not talking. Okay, they're studying. They're studying in solitude. Let me clarify that Hermit card. Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles, okay? Capricorn, Virgo, more Virgo energy, or Taurus, somebody juggling. Juggling what, Spirit? Juggling what? High Priestess came out in reverse, okay? High Priestess came out in reverse. Highly intuitive, but again, that's somebody that's somebody that's not, that High Priestess is a very spiritual person, but with that coming out, there's a lot of energy here that says that this is somebody that is not communicating, okay? The High Priestess in reverse, sometimes some people look at that as a negative card. You know what? Let me get one more clarifier. I'm gonna go back to this lunar deck. I'm gonna go back to this lunar deck, okay? This is interesting. This is interesting, Cancers. Okay. Let me get a clarifier in that High Priestess. Why the High Priestess in reverse? Why the High Priestess in reverse? Okay, there's the card. Temperance. Temperance, okay? The Temperance card. Number 14, 1 plus 4 is 5. Could be a Leo energy, could be somebody with Leo energy, but the temperance card is Sagittarius energy. So you could be connected to somebody that's has Sagittarius in their sun, moon, or rising. The temperance card is the card of healing. The card is the angel of balance. Okay. Balancing the scales out, not scales per se, but balance. It's the angel of balance, water there. So sometimes you see water in a lot of the temperance cards. So it could be a balancing of emotions. So there's something that's going to shock you, Cancer, that has to deal with uh, perhaps somebody that has not been communicating with you, but been studying, been watching you from a distance, and they've been balancing their responsibility. Okay, it could be a lover. It could be a lover. I'm not gonna lie. Even though we didn't get a cup as a direction card, this could be a lover that has been withholding communication from you. Okay, they've been withholding communication from you. That's clarified by the Page of Swords. Okay, so they're watching you and they're studying and they're learning, but they're not talking. That's clarified by the Hermit. The Hermit is Virgo energy, so they patiently they pull away from everybody and patiently study and get details. What are they getting details on? It could have something to deal with spirituality. Okay, High Priestess, but the High Priestess came out in reverse, and that was clarified by the Temperate, the Temperance card. So this is you probably are going to get somebody that's going to come. And again, I can only and they've been juggling two things. It could be responsibility, they're juggling, could be work-life balance, they could be juggling you and somebody else. I don't know. They could be juggling you and somebody else. And the thing is, with this High Priestess in reverse, they could have been juggling somebody that they want to heal things with somebody that they can't necessarily like. The high priestess upright is somebody that's tapped into the spirit realm. The high priestess in reverse, they're either not tapped in, or they could be into somebody that's into some sort of dark spirituality. So you could be getting some sort of shocking communication with regards to somebody that has been watching you for a while, and they've been perhaps juggling two different situations. Again, that Pentacles. Let me get one more clarifier on what are they been juggling? That High Priestess in reverse could clarify what they were juggling. Why the High Priestess in reverse? The High Priestess in reverse. When I said why High Priestess in reverse, the Temperance card came out, which is the angel of healing and balance. So this could be somebody that is not talking because perhaps they've been dealing with a reverse High Priestess and they're trying to heal from that energy. Let me get a yes no card. Knight of Cups. That's a yes card. That's a yes card. Now it came out in reverse, so that's somebody who ain't ready to bring you an offer of love. So this tells me this is a love reading for you, Cancer. This is a love reading for you. They've been trying to heal from perhaps the influence of a dark High Priestess. Okay, so let me get an advice card from you. I'm going to advice card for you. Let me get some advice. Let me get you an advice card. Cancer. What should Cancer do about this situation when it appears? Because you're going to be shocked. These cards are slick. And I got one card that keeps sticking the head up. Spirit wants me to take this card. Okay. Card that came out. I see why Spirit wanted me to take that one. The Five of Wands in reverse. So your advice from Spirit is don't get into no conflict with this person. Don't argue. Argument is kind of Five of Swords, but it could also be Five of Wands because it's conflict energy. So Spirit is what's the subword here? Disagreement. Disagreement is a subword here. The Spirit's advice for you, Cancer, is do not argue. Don't get into no fight with this person over that. That person's trying to heal. A lot of times let me tell y'all something real quick. And I don't read karmic energy on this channel because I always pray for protection. I don't want any karmic energies attaching to it. But because this is an advice reading and you're going to be shocked to learn something with regards to whatever your situation is with whomever this person is, I'm going to deal with this. When a person, first of all, when it comes to being influenced by a dark High Priestess, if the person is in low vibrational energy, they don't know that they're under the influence of dark High Priest. That dark stuff cannot touch you if you are high vibrational because the frequencies don't match. The frequencies do not match. Y'all take notes on this, okay? That dark energy can only, the attempts to bother you by a dark High Priestess, a dark High Priest, somebody dealing in dark stuff, wicked stuff, evil stuff, it only gets you when you're in the energies of sadness, grief, worry, concern, anger, persistent low vibrational energies. That's when that energy affects you. And the sad part is, because you're at a matching frequency, you don't even see it. So this is why Spirit is telling you, don't argue with this person. This person is trying to heal. They're trying to heal from whatever it was that they were going through. Do not argue with that person. That's your advice from Spirit, Cancer. And I know Cancer energy, them claws come out. Them claws can come out sometimes. They can. I'm a Cancer moon. Now, my Cancer moon is grounded by my Capricorn sun. So I'm not that type of person. I don't get like crabby, but the claws can come out if I feel like I got to get defensive. But the Spirit says, well, listen, when you get this shocking information, don't fight with nobody. Don't fight with that person. Don't go looking for whoever this dark high priestess was that they were connected to. Just leave it alone, okay? Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. That's in the book of Deuteronomy, the 35th chapter. Okay, I forget the verse. 32nd chapter. Hold it. Now I got to check myself. Hang on, y'all. Hang on, because I do break down scripture on my other channel, Matt D. Talford. Hang on one second. I do believe. Yeah, no, it's the Deuteronomy 32 and 35. To me belongeth vengeance and repayment. Recompense is repayment or payback. To me belongeth vengeance and payback. Their feet shall slide in due time, for the day of their calamity is at hand, and the things that shall come upon them are going to come quick. That's what make haste means. So this is your time to lock in on Deuteronomy 32 and 35. Okay, Deuteronomy 32 and 35. And if I were to reduce that numerologically, 3 plus 5 is 8, and 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 8 is 13. 1 plus 3 is 4. That's your energy, 4th house Cancer energy. So this scripture is definitely talking to you, Cancer. Do not get in any type of conflict, any type of fight with anybody regarding this situation, okay? Don't get into it. Hear that person out. Hear that person out, okay? This is something that they weren't coming forward with before, but what's going to shock you is they're actually going to come forward with it. I'm going to put these cards away and grab you some oracle cards. Okay? All right? Yep. I'm going to grab y'all some oracle cards, and since this wasn't originally a love reading, but I got to get y'all a love oracle card because that person's higher self probably has a message for you. All right? Let's get y'all a card, but I'm going to get the Moonology first. I'm going to get y'all a Moonology card first, okay? Let me shuffle them real quick, or reshuffle. Wow, what a reading, Cancer. What a reading. If that's resonating with you, hit that thumbs up. All right? Hit that thumbs up, okay? If this reading is resonating with you, hit that thumbs up. This is definitely for somebody. Okay, Spirit gave me a card. Let me turn it over and see what it is. Y'all, you cannot make this stuff up. You can't make this up. You can't make this up, Cancer. A fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries. All right? Full moon in Aries. I don't like time frames. I don't like to do that. But Uranus is going to be in Gemini for 7 years. So this could come around in the fall when the full moon is going to be in Aries. Okay. All right. We just left the new moon in Aries. 6 months later, it's going to be a full moon in Aries. Okay. So when this comes around in the fall, you with that full moon in Aries, you could see this. I don't know. It could be before that. Okay. But this card says a fiery climax approaches. That's why Spirit said that's why your advice card was the 5 of Wands in reverse. Don't get no fight. Don't get no fight. Just know that a fiery climax is approaching. And again, when you're talking about Uranus and sudden, shocking, surprise events, you don't never know what's going to happen. Okay. All right. She said, so true. When you're a high vibrational, it's water off a duck's back. Exactly. And when you stay high vibrational, they get instant blowback trying you. It ain't no 3 ways about it. It's 2 ways about it. They're either trying to do their little hooky hook, whatever, on a low vibrational energy, and they still won't get paid back for that because the universe is balanced. You get back what you put out. Whatever seeds you plant, you're going to harvest that fruit. Okay. So they're going to get it back anyway, but it only affects those that are in that matching frequency. When you high vibrational, it don't touch you and it's instant blowback on them. That's why the smart ones don't even try that. When they see the light, they don't even try you. They might try to jab to get you to lower your frequency, but you just, now go and have a nice day. You're going to get yours. Then you ain't got to tell them that. All right, Cancer, let me get your love oracle. Ooh, that jumped out of my hand. Let's see what it is. This could be a message from your person's higher self. All right, that one just came out before. It's the same one again. Whoever this is, they feel like nobody compares to you. No matter how many people I've met and experiences I have, there's no one who compares to you. This is this person's higher self communicating with you. You may be shocked to hear that come out of their mouth. Okay? You may be shocked to hear that come out of their mouth, but that's another reason why Spirit is advising you to get in that Five of Wands reverse energy. Do not fight with them. This person ultimately loves you, but when they're in low vibrational energy, you saw that juggling, that Two of Pentacles card that came out. They were juggling. They probably been juggling responsibility with finance. If they got money worries, that probably led to some of the situations that got them in that situation with that reverse High Priestess. Okay, that's all I got for you, Cancer. Hit that thumbs up button for me, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. Okay, I love y'all. Thank y'all. And Maddie feels you. Maddie feels you. Cancer's a sign of the empath. I feel you. Okay, but I now give you your energy back, and I reclaim mine. Thank y'all. Okay, Leo. What time I got here? 1:05:10. Leo. If you got Leo in your sun, moon, rising, Venus. Why do I keep saying Venus? It could be in your Venus. I don't know. But this reading is typically for your sun, moon, rising. If you want to check for Leo and any other placements in your chart, by all means do so. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and reshuffle these cards and see what direction this unexpected, shocking event is going to come from. All right. Let's see what it's going to come from, what it's going to look like, and then if there's any advice from Spirit. And there's a card sticking out, so I ain't going to even flip them. I'm going to take that one that's sticking out. It wants to be heard. Here again, Cups with the Eight of Cups in reverse, okay? So somebody is not walking away from something, but the direction of this has to deal with your emotions or perhaps a relationship. So what sudden, shocking event or surprise communication can Leo expect to see? Leo is the romantics of the Zodiac, by the way. Leo is the ruler of the 5th house. They're absolutely far and away the most romantic energies of the Zodiac, Leo. Okay, so this could have to deal with the romance that either doesn't want to walk away from you or that you don't want to walk away from. But let's get the messages. Ooh, look at that already. Already popped out. The Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords. This is shocking, okay? Eight of Swords and Eight of Cups. Some of y'all dealing with Scorpios too. There's a lot of 8 energy out here, y'all. A lot of 8 energy out here. If you want to look at the numerology, it could be Saturnian because 8 in numerology is Saturnian. But it's also Scorpionic. It's also Scorpionic. Life path 8. Some of y'all could be life path 8. Some of y'all could have been born on the 8th day of the month, okay? Or you could be an 8th month Leo, which means you're an August Leo, okay? Whoever's watching this. And that's for the suns. I mean, obviously, you could be Leo in the moon, Leo in the rising, okay? But listen, you got this 8. You got this 8 of Cups in reverse. So this is a love reading, okay? Or emotions, something with your emotions. But this is the 8 of Swords. I'm gonna get a clarifier on this. 8 of Swords is a card of mental entrapment, mental bondage, not seeing that you're not trapped, not seeing that you aren't trapped, not seeing the 8 of Swords is making a problem bigger than it is. 8 of Swords energy is making a problem bigger than it really is. Look at her. I can't see. If she would just nudge a little bit, that freaking blindfold ain't all the way over her eyes, okay? She's standing in water, so it's something that even though this is Swords energy has to deal with the mind, but she's standing in water, so it could be thoughts about emotion. Double 8 energy. 8 plus 8 is 16. 1 plus 6 is 7. 7th house is partnership, marriage, okay? Relationship stuff, all right? I'm gonna get a clarifier on this and see what this is. But why the mental entrapment? Why is it that something that Leo is afraid? Okay, you could be afraid to walk away from it. I don't know. Let's get some more information. Why the 8 of Swords for Leo? Shocking, unexpected communication with regards to Leo's emotions is going to come forth. So far, it's something that Leo has been in their head about. Okay, mental entrapment, mental bondage, thinking the problem's worse than it is, and you're going to get something's going to come out and shock you that probably says, hey, you know what? Eight of you got a few cards that came out. The 8 of Cups is a card that says that's somebody walking away and walking to happier times. Let me get a sip of this juice here, y'all. That's somebody walking away from something that hurts and saying, I'm leaving that behind and walking toward the sun, okay? Walking toward the sun or sun and moon conjunction there. Anyway, you got the 8, you got the Ace of Wands that came out and the Ace of Swords that came out. Ace of Wands and Ace of Swords, okay? Ace of Wands and Ace of Swords. A new spark of creativity, a new spark of action. That is also Leo energy in there. The wands are fire, sun, wands are fire. So you're talking about Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. Could be you or somebody you're dealing with. Ace of Swords, okay? So you got pure masculine energy that's harmonious here. You got harmonious energy. Air and fire go together. Okay. Air fuels fire. Fire cannot exist without air, and fire regulates the temperature of air. Okay. Without fire, air is cold. Okay. Fire warms air or makes it hot. Some of y'all might be in a sauna or need to get in a sauna. Okay. But also, aces are gifts from the Most High. Anytime I love this Rider-Waite Smith deck because it shows you the true energy of the card. A hand coming out of the cloud is the hand of the Most High. So some of y'all are being gifted with a new spark of creativity, new action, okay, and truth, the gift of truth, the gift of communication here, a new mind, new conversations, okay. So when I put this together, y'all are going to get some sort of shocking communication with regards to something that you've been in your emotions about, that you perhaps didn't want to walk away from, and you've been in some mental entrapment about it, okay? And whatever it is, it's going to come in the form of a gift of new conversations. It's going to put you on a fresh start course, fresh start with regards to your thoughts. And that's exactly what's needed coming out of this Eight of Swords, okay? Coming out of this Eight of Swords, which is mental entrapment, mental bondage, thinking things are worse than they are. Whatever this communication is, it's going to shock you. And it's going to give you some truth, and it's going to give you a new spark, fresh new spark of creativity. And it's going to show you that, hey, whatever it is, you don't need to walk away from it. You do not need to walk away from it. Okay. All right. It's also going to put you out of that. Look what's at the bottom of the deck. The Five of Swords in reverse. So that's telling me that something is going to come through for you during this Uranus in transit. I don't even want to say the transit, because the transit lasts 7 years. This is a timeless reading. Whenever you see it, you're supposed to see it. Something unexpected, some unexpected communication is going to come your way that's going to end the arguing, the mental conflicts, the arguing, the mind games that people have been playing, okay? Whatever it was that you thought you needed to walk away from, you're going to realize, hey, you know what? Everything's okay. It's not as bad as I thought it was and hey, it's going to lead to something new for you. New conversations, new direction. And I got somebody... Hang on a second, y'all. Hang on. Let me mute this. I got somebody outside. Hang on. I'll be right back. Sorry, y'all. This happens sometimes real time. Y'all, this is hilarious, y'all. This is hilarious. Listen, you can't ignore anything with tarot, okay? Everything happens for a reason. So look, this is, I got up and walked away, but I came right back. See that? Okay. Now here's what's funny. Not that y'all need all the details, but somebody might laugh off this, okay? My dad is old school. My dad came up in a different era. Okay. My dad came up in that era where and I was born and raised in New York. Okay. I live down south now. Have lived down south for a while, but I'm a native of New York, native of Long Island, New York. And when I was a kid, my dad's the people in that generation that my mom and dad belonged to, they didn't knock on the door or ring the doorbell. All right, if they knew you, like if they didn't know you and they needed to come by the house, whatever, they're gonna knock on the door, ring the doorbell. But when they know you, they sit outside your door and blow the horn. My dad still blows the horn, y'all. When he comes up, he blows the horn, and I'm like, is this dude out here blowing the horn? Anyway, y'all. I had to go out there and see I said, Dad, look, I'm in the middle of a live stream. He's like, oh, my bad. I ain't want none. I just stopped by. So anyway, y'all. But that's your whatever this sudden talk about sudden, shocking, unexpected, right? I didn't expect that. I'm in the middle of a live stream. I'm telling y'all, you cannot listen. This Uranus and Gemini transit is going to be huge. This one, for some reason, may be bigger than whenever the last one was. And I don't feel like pulling up the calendar to see when that last one was. But if you want to do the rough, dirty math, Uranus spends roughly 7 years in the sign. So you can multiply 7 times 12. That's going to give you what, 84? 84. So it's about 84 years ago, the last time Uranus was in Gemini. Okay. All right. I think this is probably going to be a bigger transit than that last one was. Let me see that real quick, y'all. Hang on. Let me do that math real quick. I don't want to do it out of my head. This is 2026 minus 84. 1942. 1942. That was World War II. Wow. World War II, the last time Uranus was in Gemini. Okay. Anyway, y'all, I think for some reason this could be bigger. But that's your tarot reading. Let me get y'all an advice card. Sorry, my bad, y'all. Let me get y'all an advice card. What to do when this shocking communication comes up that is going to put you in the energy of nothing. Oh, no. I'm sorry. I thought that was a 3. That's a 2. 2 of Wands. Okay. So consider just choose your path wisely. Choose your path wisely. Okay. And my dog barking at spirit confirmation. Okay. Choose your path wisely. The dog barking is also protected. So just know that whatever decision you make, you're protected. Okay. But it's a protected decision. Y'all, it's a lot of unexpected communication happening right now, but we're going to keep pushing through this reading. All right. So let's get you an oracle card, Leo. And I do apologize for that interruption. I'm laughing because that's how my dad moved. And if I didn't come down, he was just gonna keep blowing the horn because he saw my car in the driveway. It's just hilarious, y'all. You gotta love your family. My dad's cool. He's cool. Let's get y'all an oracle card, okay? Let's see. She said, "Whoops, Aries Sun, Aquarius Moon, and Leo Rising. This is very interesting." Interesting. Okay. Thank you for sharing. Well, again, we don't typically see we don't know exactly what's going to happen, but tools like tarot and astrology can put you in the zone and at least give you the area that shock and awe is going to come from. There's another distraction, y'all. Another distraction. Sudden, unexpected. It's crazy, y'all. It's crazy. All right. And here's your card. Y'all, you got to laugh. And look at what card came out as I'm laughing. It's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio, okay? Full moon. Full moon is illumination. It is full illumination. It allows you to see. Things appear in a full moon. Now, the new moon, you run into things that you don't see coming. Full moon, you see it coming, okay? So some of y'all watching could be Scorpio moon, okay? Or you could be dealing with something that's Scorpio moon related. But with that 8 of Cups coming out as your direction card, it's something that you got an emotional attachment to. It could be a person. It could be anything. I don't know. But anyway, whatever it is, it's something that you're like, listen, just choose your path wisely. And this says it's time to release negativity. What were we talking about the last pile, if you will, Cancer. Okay, last group, Cancer. Listen. Stay high vibrational. Definitely stay high vibrational. Check your Uranus sign in your natal chart and see if it's going to be something that's going to be harmonious, or if it's something that's going to feel like a challenge that you just got to learn from. Okay. All right. So it's going to be transformative. We got 8 likes on this video and 8 people in the chat. So that's it. That's it for you, Leo. Thank y'all. And again, I apologize for the interruption. Hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed this, or if this video resonated with you, and be sure you subscribe and set your notification bell to all, so you'll be notified when I upload new content. And also, y'all, I haven't been saying this, but y'all check out my work. I'm an author. I'm an award-winning author, and you can find my work on Amazon or on my website, mtalfordarts.com. Browse through my collection of books. I guarantee you're going to find something that's going to entertain you, educate you, or uplift you, or enlighten you, or all 4 of those. Okay. I'm on Amazon Kindle, Apple Books. I'm in print on Amazon and at my website, and I'll put that in the chat, www.mtalfordarts.com. Okay. All right. I don't ship outside of the US, but if you want to check me out on Amazon, that's my author name, author page on Amazon. All right, y'all. Let's move on to Virgo. Virgo. What other unexpected, shocking things are we going to see here today, y'all? Let's move on to Virgo. Okay. This has been that was hilarious, y'all. That was hilarious. Virgo is an earth sign, so we're gonna pull from the lunar tarot deck. Let me shuffle these really quick, y'all, and let me come down from the shock of the horn blowing in the middle of a reading. Like, I did not expect to see my dad today, okay? Because I just hung out with him yesterday. Did not expect to see him. So, hey, what's up, Mariah? Thank you for being here. All right. I did not expect to see him, y'all. So that was hilarious that happened. All right. So, what direction, what area of life can Virgo expect to be shocked in? Okay. Something with regards to activities. Something with regards to activities or action you need to take. The card that came out is the Page of Wands. Page of Wands. New ideas, okay? Fresh spark. Youthful spark, okay? Youthful spark. The thing with the Page of Wands, when I see the Page of Wands, that's somebody who's eager to just get out there and go. It can be impulsive energy, but it's high vibrational. And they're ready to go. Page of Wands is ready to go when they ain't ready to go. So this has to deal with something with fire, something that you're passionate about. Let's find out something, some activity that, the Page of Wands card, to me, that's just somebody that's ready to do something fresh and new. Okay, youthful energy. Some of y'all could be young. Wands is fire, so some of you could be some of you could have not Taurus. Some of you could have Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries in your chart, okay? In your sun, moon, rising, or some other place. But new ideas. This is I see Virgo energy looking at this card because of all of the green. Okay, even though this is a Page of Wands, this is the lunar tarot deck. There's a lot of earth energy showing up here. Okay, so that's definitely a Virgo card. Let's pull some cards and find out what is going on. What unexpected thing can you expect to see with regards to some new spark, some new creative idea, Virgo? Let's see. Let me split the deck and pull some cards. Y'all had to blow that energy out. That was hilarious. I mean, he was laying into the horn. Y'all couldn't hear it. But I guess I didn't open the door fast enough, y'all. He's old school. But I love that generation, y'all. I love that generation. When I was a kid, I used to look at my dad, my uncles, and just me and all my cousins, all my male cousins, we used to be like, even the female cousins, we used to be like, man, our uncles are just so cool. They were just so cool. And our aunts, they were no nonsense. And I got a gang of cards that just fell out on the floor here. Let me see what I got here, y'all. I got 5 cards that came out. I don't normally take these, but everything happens for a reason. And this is unexpected. Since we're talking about unexpected, shocking events, I'm shocked to see 5 cards come out. So I'm just going to turn them over, y'all. I'm going to turn them over. All right. She said, we honor the legacy of the good stewards of the land that came before us. Okay. All right. One came out in reverse, but Spirit is speaking to me and telling me not to take any of these in reverse. So all of these are going to be upright. Okay. All right. So 2 of them were in reverse, but Spirit said all of these go upright. Okay. Some sudden, shocking, unexpected event for Virgo. And since we're talking Uranus and Gemini, it's probably going to be some communication that you receive that's going to give you a spark of some new idea. Virgo, sun, moon, or rising. First card out was the death card. Number 8. There's a lot of Scorpio energy out here right now, y'all. Some of y'all, Virgo, sun, moon, rising, could have Scorpio in your sun, moon, rising as well. Okay. Sun, moon, or rising. But the death card. So whatever this shocking communication that's going to come in, it's going to lead to some sort of spark, some creation of something, some new idea, some new activity is going to transform you. All right. It's going to transform you. And this is probably something that you've been studying for a while. You may have been studying or looking into it for a while because you got the hermit energy here. Listen, y'all, that's twice. That's double. I know that whoever's watching this that has Virgo in your sun, moon, or rising, you also have Scorpio significantly placed in your chart. Why? Because you got the Page of Wands. Okay, we're reading for Virgo. You got this Page of Wands that came out with all of this green in it, and we're reading for Virgo. The death card came out. That's Scorpio. Okay, number 13. All right, and then that was followed by the Hermit card, which is more Virgo energy. So you got, this is crazy, y'all. This is unbelievable. Let me keep going. With this reading. I'm excited looking at what I'm seeing here. Okay, so again, this has something to do with some fresh new spark, something that's going to ignite something for you. Page of Wands to me is almost just like the Ace of Wands, But the Ace of Wands is a gift from the Most High. That Page of Wands that's like self-actuated. Okay, I'm ready to go out here and do this thing, whether I'm ready to do it or not. That doesn't matter to a Page of Wands. Page of Wands is ready to go. This is an Aries card for me. Aries is the youngest of the fire signs, and Aries is that ram. It's ready to go. It doesn't care if you want it to go or not. It's going to go. So Virgo, you got some unexpected, shocking communication or information, because we're talking about Uranus and Gemini. It's going to lead to something. It's going to shock you into some new idea of something that's going to transform you. Some of y'all got Scorpio energy. All right. It may bring you out of the hermit. It may bring you out of hermit mode. It may bring you out of hermit mode. Spiritual enlightenment. Okay. Spiritual enlightenment. Virgo energy. Some of y'all been looking at details for a while. Some of you been by yourself for a while. You've removed yourself from your friends groups or whatever. You pull back from socializing or whatever, just hanging out with people and such. And you said, you know what? I need to explore these details. And so funny, I just was commenting on an astrology thread today on in Instagram, and they were talking about something that had to deal with I think it was talking about Sagittarius. Somebody was talking about Sagittarius's worst compatibility signs or whatever. And two of the energies that this particular astrologer mentioned were Scorpio and Virgo. I commented and said, could it be because they're practically the same energy, right? They just do what they do differently. Every Virgo is a closet Scorpio, and every Scorpio is a closet Virgo. Why? Because they both care about the details. The difference is Virgo's going to interview you to get the details. Scorpio's going to watch you. They're going to watch you from the bushes. They're going to study you from the bushes, okay? That's Scorpio. They're going to put a camera up and see what you're doing. That's Scorpio energy. They both want the details, okay? One of them is actively communicating. Virgo is ruled by Mercury. That's communication. Scorpio, that's that hidden energy where they're hidden and they're getting the details via investigation. That's why you don't want a detective up your ASS if they got Scorpio in their chart, because they're going to get to the bottom of it. All right. Something's going to transform you. It's going to bring you out of this mode, this hermit mode where you've been studying and observing the details for a while. It's going to cause you to step into your emperor energy. All right. It's going to step you bold, new, fiery. That's Aries energy, the emperor. That's more Aries energy. I see this is Aries. Okay. Pay attention, y'all. Pay attention. Scorpio is a spiritual card. That's that spiritual water sign. It's the sign of the seer. Okay. And you got this emperor card here. That's Aries energy. So spiritual energy. Now I don't see any Pisces down here, but y'all got a lot of major arcana. Oh my God, y'all got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana. I'm gonna give you the rest of them in just a second. But Virgo, listen. Scorpio is spiritual energy. The emperor is Aries. We got a major transit happening right now. This is all divine synchronicity. Neptune, which is the planet of spirituality, is in the sign of Aries right now. Okay. So even though this is a Scorpio card and not a Pisces card, because Neptune rules over Pisces, both of these are still spiritual. Water is spiritual. You got the spiritual Scorpio card paired with this fiery emperor card. Okay. Emperor card, Aries. Neptune is in Aries. This is more fire energy right here. We're in the year of the fire horse. What came out after the emperor? The lovers. The lovers. Okay. So this could have to deal with the divine counterpart. And this magician card, something that you've been manifesting for a while. Y'all, listen, those were 5 cards that fell out on the floor. A lot of people don't take that many cards that fell out on the floor. We're talking about sudden, unexpected, shocking events happening right now. That was a shock. I said, there's some messages, and they all fell out face down. So I was like, okay, Spirit, you want me to see what's going on here? Wow. Let me see what's at the bottom of the deck. Judgment. Okay. You've been doing a lot of self-reflection. A lot of inner work, a lot of self-judgment. The judgment card is self-scoring, self-evaluation. How am I doing? Have I done everything I wanted to do? Could I do something better? That to me perfectly matches with the hermit card. So yet again, you got all major arcana. Listen, Virgo, you have been in some very spiritual energy. You've been in some very spiritual energy. A lot of y'all are either undergoing a what do you call it? Some of you have been through the dark night of the soul, and you are either undergoing a spiritual awakening or you're coming out on the other side of that spiritual awakening. You're coming out of this hermit mode. 9 energy. 13 energy right there. 13, 1 plus 3 is 4. That's Cancer. That's the energy of the empath. So a lot of y'all have been in your fields. A lot of you got a Scorpio and Cancerian energy in your chart. Number 9, the Hermit. Some of y'all, 9 is what? 9th house, Sagittarius. Some of y'all got major Sagittarius energy in your chart. You got planets in Sagittarius. Number 4, some of y'all got planets in the 4th house, or again, that's more Cancer energy. So you could have a Cancer in a prominently placed in your chart. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, North Node, 7th house. Okay. Same thing with Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, North Node, 7th house. 13, that's 4 energy. Some of y'all again got fourth house placements. 6, that's more Virgo energy. 6th house is ruled by Virgo. The Lovers, this is Gemini energy. So this is definitely communication. Some of y'all got communication coming in, shocking communication coming from a divine counterpart, or you're going to shock that divine counterpart with that communication. And this is something that you've been manifesting for a while. And guess what the number 1 is? 1st house, Aries. Y'all got, this is boom. I'm doing astro numerology here. Wands is fire. You got Aries energy there. Page of Wands, Aries, okay? The Emperor, Aries energy. The number 1, the Magician card, but the number 1 in the astro numerology deals with the 1st house, which is ruled by Aries. Y'all, this is amazing. Something is going to shock you. You got something unexpected coming in that's going to shock you, that's going to give you a new spark or make you want to get out here and do something new and bold. The Page of Wands is bold. He's the boldest of the pages, okay? He's the boldest of the pages. It's going to make you do something bold that is going to transform whatever this communication is that's coming in, or this knowledge or this information that's going to shock you, is going to give you that energy to go and do something new that is going to bring about the transformation of a situation with a lover, perhaps a divine counterpart, okay? It's going to bring you out of this hermit mode. It's going to cause you to step into that emperor mode. Some of y'all watching could be dealing with a divine masculine, or you could be the divine masculine. Look what it came out after. Emperor came out, followed by the Lovers. So some of y'all are the divine masculine in a divine counterpart connection, twin flame, or high-level soulmate, or you're dealing with a divine masculine in a high-level soulmate connection, all right? And this is something that you've been manifesting for a while, and you're going to bring it about. That's great. That's great. I don't need any advice on this. I don't need an advice card for that. I don't need an advice card for it. Okay? I do not need it. And the bottom of the deck, of course, was the Judgment. I've not seen a reading yet where every single card that came out was a major arcana. That's huge. That's huge. I'm gonna have to put these in different spots and make sure I mix this deck up nicely, y'all. This was unbelievable. Let me get you some and since that Lovers card came out, I'm gonna get y'all a Love Oracle too, Virgo. But this is wow. Talk about sudden shocking. I'm shocked. I am shocked, Virgo. All right, let's get you a Moonology card. Let's get you a Moonology card before we move on to the next sign. Let me shuffle them. Wow. That was a lot of energy in that spread there, Virgo. Virgo, that was a lot of energy in that spread. Wow. Expect the unexpected. That's all I can tell you. Expect the unexpected. Spirit said get y'all 2. I see why this first one came out. Spirit said get y'all 2 cards. Wow. There's the other one. Okay. Y'all the first one to get 2 Moonology cards. First one is conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. Eclipses are powerful. Full moon eclipses are powerful shedding of old timelines. So y'all are letting go something, and solar and lunar eclipses are cosmic events. So they're like tower cards in a sense too, because they force change upon you. Whatever this shocking event is, it's going to force you to shed an old timeline. Conclusions are within reach. You're coming to the end of an old cycle, Virgo. And the other card that came out, wow. You can't make this stuff up. You are very close to achieving your goal. Gibbous Moon. You are very close to achieving your goal. Look at that. That's a beautiful card too, by the way, y'all. Wow. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Let me get you a Love Oracle card here. Unbelievable. These readings are getting better and better. Wow. Not that they're bad, but it's just like This feels like it's coming to a climax. There's your card. As we progress through here, we're halfway through now. Okay. Need time to heal. Okay, and funny thing is, y'all, I don't normally take reversals with this. This came out in reverse. So maybe some of y'all are done healing, but let me read it. Need time to heal. Right now, I'm in a space where I need to focus on my healing and self-love. This isn't about you, it's about me. I feel like that's the energy y'all are coming out of. That's that hermit mode energy, okay? I feel like that's the energy y'all are coming out of. Wow. Wow, Virgo. Powerful reading. Virgo, that's your reading. If you like that, if you resonate with it, hit that thumbs up button for me. And if you like these types of energy updates, be sure you hit that subscribe button and set your notification bell to all so you'll be notified when I upload new content. Very powerful reading, Virgo. Let's move on now. We're going to move on to my pen knocking over. Some powerful energy out here, y'all. Powerful energy. All right, 135:17. Let's move on to Libra. Libra in the sun, moon rising, Venus, Mars, North Node. What's up, Green Tambourine? What is up, Green Tambourine? Fair you said, we honor the legacy of the good stewards of the land that came before us. Amen to that. Amen to that. Okay. Libra is a masculine sign, so I'm going to pull from the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. Thank y'all for being here. We are officially halfway through. And for my track people watching, we're on the back stretch. We're on the back stretch. We're on the home stretch now. Coming toward that last 100 meters. Let's see what card came out for you for the direction. What's shocking? Something shocking about some money, okay? Some investments that you've made. You're going to get some sort of shocking, unexpected communication with regards to you putting out you putting in that investment. You're putting that work in and investing. A lot of y'all been investing in yourselves with hard work, okay? Pentacles ain't just money, it's hard work too. A lot of y'all watching Libra, this is for my Libra sun, moon, and rising, or anywhere else you might have Libra in your chart that you want to apply this to. So if take only what resonates. If it doesn't resonate, don't take it. Okay. I don't normally look at the bottom of the deck this early, but I'm following the advice of spirit. Something you've been juggling for a while. Something you've been juggling for a while. You've been putting that work in. You're going to get something shocking with regards to this. Okay, Libra. Let's see what this is. Let's see what this is. And some of y'all watching may have Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus placements in your chart because that is a I'm looking at a divine synchronicity staring me right in the face. This is the 7 of Pentacles. Libra is the ruler of the 7th house. Okay. I know this is for you. There's a powerful message coming. Anytime I see a synchronicity with the cards and the Zodiac, this is a powerful message coming through. So Libra, y'all about to, and with that 2 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, my guess is the shock is going to put you in a situation where you no longer have to juggle. Okay. All right, that's my dog down there barking. Let's see what's going on. All right, so whatever it is, it's something that you've been waiting to come in. Some of y'all been waiting for this to come in for a while. Some of y'all been waiting for it to come in for a while. Guess what? This actually came out kind of sideways, but more toward the reverse. So I could read this as a reversal and say you're not going to have to wait anymore. You're not going to have to wait anymore. The 3 of Wands is a card of waiting for your ships to come in. If it comes out sideways or in reverse, I'm going to say that you ain't going to have to wait anymore. I'm going to take that. Let me see if there's some more messages there. Whatever it is, it's going to shock you. It's got something that you've been putting into work on. You have invested in it, invested in yourselves perhaps, and you've been waiting on your chips to come in. It's something that you have been not really been able to see. Perhaps you all have been burdened with some finance. You've been in some 8 of Pentacles energy with regards to your finance. Yeah, it's coming in. It's coming in. Hangman in reverse. The Hangman upright is you're stuck energy. You're waiting for answers. Neptunian energy because it's 12th house. That number 12 card. This is Pisces energy. Okay, so maybe it's something that you've been praying for as well. Prayer. The prayer lives in the 12th house. Okay. Meditation lives in the 12th house. That's coming. That period's coming to an end. That period's coming to an end. Okay. It's something that's been bothering you for a while. You probably have seen yourself maybe perhaps inundated financially and couldn't see your way, or couldn't see that you actually weren't as in bad a shape as you thought you were. But that period's coming to an end. That period's coming to an end. Wow. Yeah. You're sailing away from that. You're sailing away from that mental conflict of that 6 of Swords. And I'm going to take this Lovers right here as being a card of choices. Gemini, Okay, the Lovers is also a card of choices. So this is going to give you some choices with regards to what you can do. Whatever this is, it's going to give you some choices. So y'all are going to be shocked financially. Y'all look for some financial shock coming from you. Look for some financial shock. I could pull an advice card. I don't need to. I don't need to. I don't need to. Okay. I don't need to. Lovers, you're gonna have choices. So I don't need advice. I'm looking at this Two of Wands at the bottom of the deck. When I see Two of Wands, that says to me, choose your path wisely. Okay. That says choose your path wisely. But y'all, truth be told, y'all gonna be able to do whatever you want to do, Libra. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Let me get you, let's put these away and get you an oracle card. Let's get you a Moonology oracle card. That's beautiful. So whatever's coming in, it's gonna shock you. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, okay, or in any other place you have in your chart, is something that it's seeds that you planted a long time ago. Seeds that you planted a long time ago, they coming through. They're coming through. Okay, they're coming through. This came out in a position that says, wait no longer. You've been waiting for a long time. You've been waiting for a long time for it to come in. Wait no longer. You planted them seeds a long time ago, and you've been waiting for a long time. Wait no longer. Wait no. The wait is over. The wait is over. It's something that you've been in some sort of mental and emotional turmoil about. I know Swords is mind. Swords is the mind, but she's standing in water, and she's not as in bad shape as she thinks. She thinks she can't move forward if she doesn't realize that the bondage on her is not that strong. Like she could really break that. She can also see if she would just open her eyes that the doggone blindfold's not really covering her. So she can't really see that there's no swords in front of her. She would just step forward. But this is something that you've been sort of mentally turmoiling over for a while. Okay. And some of y'all, that's a number 8 card there. Been a lot of Scorpio energy in today's reading. Some of y'all might have some Scorpio energy in your chart. Some of you might have 3rd house placements or Gemini in your chart. Okay. Some of y'all might have 12th house placements or Pisces in your chart. Okay. This came out in reverse. That says, wait no more. You're not stuck anymore. Okay. 6 again. 6. Some of y'all might have Virgo placements in your chart. Okay. 6 is Virgo energy. And guess what? It's going to give you choices. And there's that 6 again. There's that 6 again. Gemini. So you got some strong communication. Expect the unexpected with some communication regarding something that you have put in. You planted seeds for a long time ago. Long time ago, and it's coming in. All right, that's your reading. No, it's not done yet because I got to get your Moonology card. Got to get your Moonology card. All right. All right. Wow. Okay, two Moonology cards came out. 1 and 1, 2 came out. All right. So Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. A personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. Some of y'all got full moon in Cancer. Y'all, I try to detach myself as much as possible from these readings when I'm doing them, but I'm a part of the collective too. I'm a Libra rising with a moon in Cancer. Okay, full moon in Cancer. A personal issue reaches resolution. I told y'all. The wait is over. The wait is over. Okay, and whatever it is, it's gonna put you in the energy of being able to give. A time to give rather than take. Some of y'all are going to be set up so much that you're going to have pentacles to give. You do know, for those of y'all that I'm putting these cards away, you do know that for those of you who have planted gardens, vegetable gardens in your backyard, planted fruit trees, whatever, you do realize that you always get more in harvest. You always get back more in seeds than that single seed that sprouted and took root. You always get back more, infinitely more almost, in seeds. Because who's going to sit there and count every single seed and every single fruit that you grew, whether it's okra or a cucumber or whatever? You always get back more than you put in. So a lot of y'all have put in a lot of labor, a lot of toil for something to come through. Expect some shocking communication that is going to bring your personal issues to an end, and it's going to put you in a position to be able to give. That's you, Libra. That's you. Thank y'all for being here. Hit that like button on the way out. Hit that like button on the way out as we move on to Scorpio, okay? Hit that like button on the way out as we move on to Scorpio. Let me shuffle these cards so they'll be ready for the next. I ain't gonna do that. I'll shuffle them when I get to them. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it, all right? Let's put these back in the deck. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. Okay, Scorpio, I got it. 144.10. Scorpio, if you have Scorpio on your sun, moon, or rising, or wherever else you want to put it, depending on where you got Scorpio in your chart. This one's for you. We're going to read from the lunar tarot deck, since it's a water sign. Scorpio, a lot of your energy showing up in this reading today. Wow. Heavy Scorpio energy in this reading today. Sudden, you know what? Here's your synchronicity again. I told y'all Uranus is the energy of sudden, shocking events, unexpected events, but they always lead to your highest and best good. That I told y'all early on in the beginning that Uranus is the celestial tower card. It's the tower card of the cosmos, okay? All right. Scorpio energy. Tower. They're sudden, unexpected with the tower. All right. That's Scorpio energy. That's a Scorpio card. All right. Let's do it. Let's see what's happening, y'all. Let's see what's happening. And good Lord, 3 cards came out. I don't know if I should take you know what? I'm going to use those as my cards. 3 cards just flew out of my hands, and I'm going to get one for your direction card. And it just came over. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. All right, so I'm gonna have to pull a love oracle card for y'all at the end. Ace of Cups, Scorpio. Ace of Cups. Whatever this shocking, sudden, unexpected communication that you got coming in, this sudden, unexpected event. Look at that word at the bottom, revive. Okay, some of y'all got a fresh start in love coming. Now let's turn the cards over. Wow, so y'all got some sudden, unexpected, fresh start in love. All right. Okay. The Sun card. Okay. All right. Sun. So let me read. I got to honor these the way they came out. These 3 cards came out in reverse. Okay. The Sun card. All right. So whatever this start is, it's going to get you out of this energy of sadness. This new start is going to get you out of this sadness energy that a lot of y'all have been in for a while. Okay. This shocking event is going to get you out of this energy right here. Why? Because you got a fresh start in love. Okay. So that's going to get you out of this. Remember what I always say about tarot. When it's a major arcana that comes out in reverse, most of the cards that come out in reverse want to be upright. Definitely with the major arcana. So this is going to get you out of this and turn this into this. Success. A lot of y'all hadn't been successful in love. Guess what? This sudden shocking event is going to put you in that revival energy. It's going to put you in that revival energy. And guess what? 7 of Cups is a card of choices, card of having options. This came out in reverse. So this sudden, unexpected, shocking communication is going to end the options. Any options you've been juggling in your head, what am I going to do about my situation, about my love, whatever? This is going to put you in that. It's going to take away that, and you're going to be singularly minded after that, Scorpio. Whatever it's going to do, it's going to end the unhappiness, and it's going to eliminate all the options. Y'all might. The elimination of those options may put some people that you've been dealing with, or perhaps have been suitors, in this reverse Sun card energy. I don't know. Okay. Y'all will. And guess what? The Queen of Cups came out, but it's in reverse. Okay. So you know what the Queen of Cups in reverse is in this reading? This is somebody that says, you know what? I've given so much of myself. I'm taking for me now. I'm taking for me. So this fresh start is going to revive you. It's going to get you out of this sadness energy. It's going to eliminate those options and potentially put them options in this reverse Sun card energy. And guess what? This is a time in your life where whatever this shocking information is that you're going to receive is going to put you in this Ace of Cups energy. You're going to say, you know what? This one's for me. That Queen of Cups gives to herself. When it's upright, she's presenting that cup to whoever needs it. She's presenting that emotional support to whoever needs it. When this Queen of Cups comes out in reverse, she says, I'm keeping this cup for myself. This cup's for me. And Spirit says so because the Ace of Cups that came out. Aces are gifts from above. Spirit said, this one's for you. It's clarified by this Queen of Cups in reverse. That's for you. Okay. I don't need any advice with this. You already know what to do with it. Take what's yours. Take what's yours. Okay. All right. Oh, bottom of the deck. Let me show y'all this. Bottom of the deck is a devil card. So that could be a Capricorn. That could be a Capricorn, but it also, guess what it also says? This is something that perhaps you are going to be, whatever this gift is something that you're going to be attached to, and it's something that you perhaps are going to be obsessed with, or it's going to be obsessed with you. Okay. And be careful, because you could get addicted to them, or they could get addicted to you. But I told y'all before that devil card is not always a negative card. So a lot of people think they see the devil card, they think that that's a negative card. That's not always negative, okay? Sometimes it is positive. It's just how the cards come out. I think that this is a strong card at the bottom of the deck here because this says something. Again, this is some sort of Capricorn energy. That person could have Capricorn in their chart, or it could be you. You could have Capricorn in your chart, but this is something that yeah, this is something that you're going to find very tempting. This is powerful. This is that sizzling hot energy. So, but it's a gift. It's a gift from above. If it's a gift from the above, trust me, it didn't come from the devil, but it's something that you're going to be attached to. The devil card is a card of attachments as well, among other things. And in the traditional deck, y'all seen it earlier in this reading. If you watch the whole reading, in the traditional deck, the devil has the two lovers bound to each other. Okay, so this is that could be if you're looking at this from the traditional deck standpoint, it could be a divine counterpart. Could be a divine counterpart. So I don't need any advice for you. The advice came in built into the spread. Be selfish. Be selfish. That's yours. Spirit says so. It's going to get you out of this reverse sun card energy. And whatever this gift is, it's going to be so big that the options are gone. Like, I don't need, what am I looking at anything else for? I got everything I want right here. This is a gift from God. I got everything I want right here. And you know what? This one's for me. This one's for me. I'm tired of giving my love out to perhaps these devil energies that don't know how to handle it. This one, I'm taking care of me with this. And it's something I'm actually going to be attached to. Remember, and it could be a divine counterpart because in the traditional deck, the devil card is the lovers. The devil card has the lovers in the imagery, and they are bound to each other and bound to that obsession, that mutual obsession. So, wow, Scorpio, let me get you 2 oracle cards here. We're going to get one from the Moonology deck. Let me shuffle it real quick. And then we're going to get you one from that Love Messages deck, okay? All right, since a cup came out. Thank you all for being here. If that reading resonated for you, hit that like button for me. Hit that like button. And there's the card that came out, okay? Let's see. Again, this card has been coming out a lot. You're very close to achieving your goal, all right? So whatever your goal is in love, Scorpio, this is your confirmation that you're very close to it. You're very close to achieving that goal, all right? And let me get you a lover's oracle or love oracle card, whatever this deck is called. And we're going to move on to the next sign. Thank you all for being here. Be sure to hit that like button for me and subscribe if you want to continue getting these types of notifications. All right, Spirit told me to take that card off the top. I don't know why, but I'm going to take it. Wow. I see why. Lost. Whoever this is, it could be a divine counterpart. Lost. It says, I feel lost without you. So that could be how you feel about somebody or how somebody feels about you. Okay? All right, Scorpio, that's your reading today. Thank you all again, and hit that like button on your way out. Make sure you subscribe if you want to continue getting these sorts of updates. Beautiful reading, Scorpio. We're going to move on to Sagittarius next. What shocking communication that's going to lead to some sort of change for your highest and best good? What is coming out for my Sagittarius? Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising, or wherever you want to place that, wherever else you got it in your chart that you want to make this apply to. Thank you all for being here today. Thank you all for being here. Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising. And Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands came out. All right. So you're going to get some sort of shocking event, some sort of shocking communication that's going to come in the form of some sort of activity. Okay. Some sort of action. The Knight of Wands is that fiery. He's going off to go do something. He's going to go get something done. Okay. This is that bold, fiery, passionate leadership energy. The Knight of Wands. Okay. He's going off to do something creative. He's going to go create something or going to go seize something or whatever. That Knight of Wands, he's a soldier. He's a soldier. He's ready to go. He's ready to go. All right. So that's the direction it's going in. Let's see. What about this Knight of Wands, Spirit? What about this Knight of Wands? Tell me what's going on. The Tower. The Tower. Wow. I'm going to need a clarifier for that. That's Scorpio energy. Okay. Sagittarius energy here. Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries energy here. Scorpio energy here with this Tower. Some of y'all may have Scorpio in your chart, or you may be dealing. I told y'all, man, I don't know why this is such a Scorpio heavy energy, heavy read today. But the Tower, we've been talking about Uranus. To me, Uranus, even though Uranus rules over the sign of Aquarius, Uranus to me is the universe's Tower card. Because with the Tower is divine intervention. Divine intervention that leads to your highest and best good. It's something that's good for you. Towers don't always feel good, but they ultimately end up being something that is good for you. So, what tower? You got a tower. You got some unexpected tearing down of strongholds coming. You got some unexpected divine intervention coming in for some situation, okay? All right, that has something to do with some activity. So you're going to get some, it's going to be shocking communication or some shocking action that's going to lead to a tower. Let me get some clarification on that. Knight of Swords, but it came out in reverse. Knight of Swords came out in reverse. So this tower is going to force some sort of conversation or communication with somebody that is not forthcoming with their communication. Okay, this is somebody, this Knight of Swords is somebody who's withholding communication. They're withholding knowledge. They're keeping something away from you. This tower is going to bring that into view. Let me see if I can get a little bit more information on that. Three of Cups came out. So it's going to lead to some sort of reunion. It's going to lead to some sort of reunion, some sort of celebration. Victory in your emotions. Okay. Victory in your emotions. And that 3 card that doubles down, 3, third house communication, that doubles down on the communication piece of this. Okay. So Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising, or if you got it someplace else in your chart and you want to apply it, it could be your Venus, your Mars, or your North Node as well, or your 7th house, whatever. Okay. You got, and that activity, I don't need to dig too much into that. Okay. This is going to be, again, we're talking about what sudden, unexpected, shocking events are on the way for you. Okay. What sudden, shocking, unexpected events are on the way for you. And we're talking Uranus energy. Uranus is moving on the 25th, is going to be in the sign of Gemini. It's almost done. I mean, it's the 29th degree of Taurus right now. So that's practically done. You can start looking forward to Uranus in Gemini, because ain't nothing new coming out of a 29th degree of any sign. Nothing new is coming out. That's like the world card. It's the end of the cycle. So you might as well start looking forward to Uranus in Gemini. And that is the energy of sudden revelations, sudden communication. That's shocking, unexpected. You don't expect it, but it appears in the form of knowledge or communication that ultimately leads to liberation. Uranus energy is a liberator. Okay. So that communication is going to lead to some sort of, perhaps you or someone bringing some sort of action or activity in your direction, or you traveling in their direction to engage in some activity that's going to lead to a tower. Okay. That's going to lead to a tower. This Knight of Swords coming out in reverse says to me, that clarifies the energy of that tower. This is a conversation that's been a long time coming that has not happened. Somebody, either you or that person, has been withholding this communication. You've been withholding this knowledge. Swords is knowledge and communication. It's the mind. So somebody's had a lot on their mind, but they haven't been saying it. They just haven't been willing to bring that communication forward, or to bring that information forward. But guess what this tower is going to do? This is in alignment with the energy of Uranus in Gemini communication. It's going to come in and tear that down. It's going to bring that communication forward. But ultimately, what did I say? Uranus in Gemini is the energy of unexpected, sudden, shocking communication that leads to liberation. This is going to lead to some sort of reunion. Okay. All right. This is going to lead to some sort of reunion. Y'all, let me do something here. I don't want to, because I ain't been eating no powdered munchkins from DD. All right. All right. So let me straighten that up. Okay. So that's good. That's good. Let me get an advice card for you. Sag. Let me get you an advice card. I'm gonna run through the deck. If nothing comes out, I'm just gonna chill, because you may not have to do anything. But the tower, you ain't in the driver's seat anyway. Spirit, the universe is in the driver's seat. Okay. All right. Hermit is the advice that came. Oh, Hermit and the reverse Page of Swords. Okay. Page of Swords upright is somebody who isn't talking. That can sometimes be a negative card, but in this particular case, I'm going to say that's the opposite of somebody who isn't talking. They're just watching. So your advice card is to be ready to talk. Okay. Be ready to talk. The Page of Swords is sometimes immature communication. So let's take the reverse of that and say, be ready to have a mature conversation. And the Hermit mode, pay attention to the details. Pay attention to the details in that conversation. Pay attention to the details and ask questions. The Hermit card is Virgo energy. Virgo is always trying to improve something. It asks a lot of questions. Why? Why does Virgo ask a lot of questions? Because Virgos exist to make things better. They exist to make people's lives better. Anybody who knows a Virgo knows that sometimes Virgo communication can be harsh, but it's like interrogation almost. It's like interrogation. Virgo and Scorpio energy are very similar, and we got Scorpio energy showing up here in this Tower card. So some of you may have Virgo and Scorpio placements, or some of you may be in a situation with this reverse Knight of Swords that didn't want to come forward. That they could have Virgo or significant Scorpio placements. But this Hermit card in your advice position says to pay attention to the details. Pay attention to the details and ask questions so that you get clarity. Why is he holding the light there? He's holding the light so he can see, so he can get clarity. Okay. So be sure to ask questions. And at 9, that's your energy. 9 is 9th house, that's Sagittarius. So ask questions, ask the questions and again, do it maturely. Do it in a mature way. Do it in a mature way. Don't get all in your feels and don't be immature. Be mature. Ask the questions, but ask the questions so that you arrive at some sort of solution. My two biggest problem solvers in the Zodiac are Capricorn and Virgo, okay? Virgo is going to solve the problem down at the details layer. Capricorn wants to solve the big picture problem. This is Virgo energy, okay? So get the details, but do it maturely, okay? Why? Because ultimately, this Tower moment, this shocking, unexpected communication that leads to some sort of Knight of Wands activity is going to ultimately lead to reunion of some sort. Reunion, celebration, going out and having fun again. Maybe whoever you're going to get this communication from, maybe y'all haven't had fun for a long time. And y'all are going to have fun again when this is over with. So that is, again, I don't know what that's going to look like because with Uranus and the Tower, you don't ever see it coming. But this whole reading today is to tell you all to expect the unexpected and to give you any advice on how to deal with it when this unexpected comes up. Okay. Let us get you a Moonology oracle card, and then we're done with you, Sagittarius. Thank y'all for being here. Hit that like button for me. Hit that like button and be sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed and you like these types of updates. Okay. I don't always go live, but when I do, I drink Dos Equis. No, I'm just kidding. Y'all seen those old Dos Equis commercials? I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I prefer Dos Equis. Stay thirsty, my friends. All right, y'all. Here we go. Here we go. Let's get your Moonology card. Thank y'all for being here. And shout out to the sister from the UK that popped in there earlier. I really appreciate that. I love to see what type of reach we're having over here. Okay. See that? This card came out again. This is for you, Sagittarius. This is your confirmation right here. It's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. Full moon is illumination. Scorpio energy is about getting the details. Okay. Investigative. So this goes with that Hermit card that came out. Get the details, but release the negativity. Do it the right way. It's ultimately going to lead to some sort of reunion, some sort of celebration. You and whoever this person is that's bringing this communication your way, it's going to lead to y'all having fun again. Okay, that's all I got for you, Sagittarius. Hit that like button on the way out, and be sure you subscribe in case you're not subscribed already. All right, and turn your notification bell to on. Okay, Capricorn, yes, my caps. Where y'all at, baby? Capricorn. Let's do it. All right. So let's go to this lunar tarot deck. Since Capricorn is a feminine sign, we're doing a lunar tarot for the feminine signs, water and earth, and the Rider-Waite-Smith for the masculine signs, fire and air. Okay. Capricorn, sun, moon, rising. Capricorn, sun, moon, rising. If you got it in your Venus or your Mars or your North Node, you want to do that too. Do your thing. Capricorn. Love my caps. Where y'all at? Cap? Where y'all at? Give me a card. What direction is this reading? What area of life is Capricorn likely to receive some shocking, unexpected events or communication in this season? Let's see, Capricorn. Capricorn trying to be. I know y'all Capricorn like to stay to itself. Let me reshuffle. Capricorn don't always like to talk about what it's doing. I get it. I'm one too. I get it. Y'all don't want to talk to me in these cards, but y'all got to come through, y'all. Y'all got to come through. Be right. Do it fair. Everybody else had theirs out there, Capricorn. Come through. Come through, Capricorn higher self. Come through. Don't be like that. Don't be like that, Capricorn. Capricorn don't like to talk, especially Capricorn moon. I'm a Cap sun. Capricorn moon, they don't like to talk. They got the Capricorn moon talking to you. They really F's with you. There it is. Ooh. First one of these today. The Hierophant. The Hierophant. Now, you talking about Capricorn energy. The Hierophant is about structure and order. Okay. It says join together. That might be a message for somebody out there, Capricorn. All right. So this whatever this shocking information is that's going to come in, this unexpected, something unexpected is going to lead to and there's a lot of things with the Hierophant. Hierophant is Taurus energy, so it could lead to some an upgrade. It could lead to an upgrade in your lifestyle. Taurus is the energy of luxurious lifestyle, okay? But the Hierophant is that is the grounded divine masculine. And no, I'm sorry. That's the spiritual divine masculine card of the deck too. If you're talking about divine counterparts, the Hierophant is the spiritual divine masculine energy. The physical is the emperor. We saw that in another reading. But this could put you in that spiritual divine masculine sense. The Hierophant is also somebody who likes to establish order, likes to make sure that the rules are being followed. I am, you know what? There's so much. The Hierophant is a card of marriage. Sometimes the Hierophant could represent marriage. Sometimes the Hierophant is somebody who is a wise teacher. So something. There's so many ways this could go. I'm gonna see what the cards are saying, but for now, I'm gonna say this shocking, unexpected event. I got to take that subtitle there, which says "Join Together." So this shocking, unexpected event, Capricorn, it could lead to some sort of joining together with you and a person or a group. Let's find out what the cards say here. Okay, something just flew out of my hand. Page of Wands. That came out again. New ideas. New ideas. Okay, let's keep going. New ideas. New fresh spark. Somebody's ready to go. This is going to put you in the energy of being ready to go. The Knight of Wands. Oh, this is a lot of fire. A lot of fire. I just said it's going to put you in the energy of being ready to go. The Page of Wands leads to the Knight of Wands. The page learns what it is that he needs to do. He learns sometimes through trial and error because the pages are impulsive sometimes. Page of Wands. I can't talk about the other ones. Page of Wands, my favorite page is the Page of Pentacles, but that's a story for another day. The Page of Wands is impulsive. Their eagerness it comes across sometimes in impulse. And when you're impulsive, sometimes you learn through trial and error. But guess what? That Page of Wands eventually graduates and becomes that Knight of Wands that's ready to go and take action. Look at that, what it says, a force of nature. Okay, let me keep going. Oh my, 2 cards just came out. 7 of Cups. Okay, choices with regards to things that matter to you. Choices, matters of the heart. Choices in love sometimes. It also says this Wheel of Fortune came out, but it came out in reverse. Okay, this came out in reverse. So this says luck. This telling me that this ain't got nothing to do with luck. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune is a card of destiny. So I'm not going to say that this is not destined. Again, with this particular spread, I'm dealing with these. I'm going to deal with these subtitles. Okay, this doesn't mean it's going to be unlucky. This is telling me that whatever this action, because the Hierophant is what's sitting at the top. This was the driving force behind your reading. This is something that has got nothing to do with luck. Okay, let me keep going. Let me see what else comes out. Let me see if there's anything else that comes out here. All right, I got a bunch of cards that turned over there on that side. Let me take those. They're all face down, and there's way too many of them. Spirit's telling me to take this card right here. 4 Swords. Y'all got a lot of energy coming out here, Capricorn. 4 Swords, okay? Whatever this is something that's going to give you, it's going to provide sanctuary for you, a place where you can rest. You're going to finally be able to rest. And y'all Capricorns, y'all don't know when to put it down sometimes. Y'all work too doggone hard. Y'all can say that about me. I'm in here on a Sunday afternoon where a lot of my peers are probably watching basketball, and I'm in here doing this reading. Capricorn energy all day, all right? Queen of Wands. A lot of fire energy. Confidence, okay? This is going to give you confidence, whatever this is. Wow. I know that Hierophant card says join together. I think this is establishment of some new structure or foundation that's going to lead to all of this. A launching board for y'all, okay? And the last card is the Star. It says creativity here. The Star is something that you've been hoping for a while. The Star is also a card of healing. So let me put this all together for y'all now. Okay? Page of Pentacles at the bottom of this mini deck. Page of Pentacles. What does that say? Reveal. It's going to be revealed to you. Shocking. Now I like the Page of Pentacles because to me the Page of Pentacles is, I know not in the Page of Swords sense. The Page of Swords is a student as well, but this Page of Pentacles is a practical student. They learn through practice. They learn through putting their hands on it, and this is to me is the most helpful of all the pages. They're eager to help. Where that Page of Wands is eager to get out there and just go, I'm gonna learn by trial and error. This Page of Pentacles is the opposite. It's like, hey, what can I do to help? This reminds me of little boy Matt asking his mom, can he help her with the dishes for the very first time, not knowing that she was going to make me wash them for the rest of my days when I was at home. Oh, no. Oh, you ain't going to, no. You said yesterday you helped me with the dishes. Yeah, but I don't want to help today. No. You're not going to help. You're going to wash them today. I saw yesterday that you know how to wash them, okay? And at the bottom of this main deck, the Lovers. Listen, this ain't going to be for everybody. This Hierophant card could talk about marriage to somebody in a divine union, but this Lovers card is also a card of choices. It's also a card of choices. And look at that what it says there. Commitment. Okay, commitment is Hierophant energy, so they go together. This is huge. This is huge for y'all, Capricorn. This is huge. Whatever this shocking communication that's coming in for y'all, it's going to give you some fresh new eagerness to get active. It's gonna that activity you're gonna learn about what I need to do, because the pages are students as well. They're messengers, but they're also students. So it's going to go from learning about it to being about it, or maybe this is something maybe this is some activity you've wanted to do for a while. Okay, maybe the universe is holding you back, and now you're finally getting to go there. And it says a force of nature. You are a force of nature, Capricorn. Whoever I'm talking to, okay, you got choices. Look at all them cups. These are probably things that you've been daydreaming. The Seven of Cups is also a card of daydreaming. So maybe this is something that you've been daydreaming about. Okay. I'm taking this reverse Wheel of Fortune and saying that this ain't luck for you. This ain't luck. This is something that you earned. This ain't luck. Okay. This isn't luck. You finally gonna get some sanctuary. You finally gonna get the rest. You've been at this for a long time. You finally gonna get the rest. And guess what? You're gonna come out of it looking beautiful. The Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Wands is like she's almost like the minor arcana version of the High Priestess in a sense, because or the minor arcana feminine version of the magician. You know, this is fire energy, but she's got that spark of creativity. She just makes things happen. She's creative. She's the most attractive queen in the deck. So some of y'all Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, it doesn't matter if you're male or female. Some of y'all are highly attractive. And the self-confidence is high. The self-confidence is very high with y'all. Okay. So some of y'all gonna come out of this looking better. I've heard it said by a number of astrologers that Capricorn is one of the signs that seems to age backwards. Y'all, what happens with these lights after a while, they get so bright in my head, or in my eyes, they start throwing me off a little bit. But it's cool. This is good training for me. Good focus training. So there are two signs, according to astrologers, that seem to age backwards. They're Aquarius and Capricorn. So some of y'all are looking better than you ever have. Okay. Or when this sudden shocking event is going to have you emerging even more confident than you were. The Hierophant is confident too. The Hierophant knows what he knows. He's very wise. And guess what? This star is something you've been wishing for a long time. And it's going to put you in that energy of healing. The star card is a card of healing too. Aquarius energy as well. So, numerologically, my eyes are going to this. This is the number 17 card. 1 + 7 is 8. More Scorpio energy, more light. Some of y'all could be life path number 8. Okay. All right. And you know what? It's going to be revealed to you. And some of y'all are so helpful. I love the Page of Pentacles. To me, this Page of Pentacles is so helpful. That's Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn energy. Page of Pentacles. Some of y'all are so helpful. And this could have something to do with a divine counterpart, soulmate, twin flame, whatever you want to call it. Okay. So let me put these away. Beautiful reading, Capricorn. Beautiful reading. All right. Got two more signs left, Aquarius And but don't go anywhere, Capricorn, because I still got to get you an oracle card. Okay, still got to get you an oracle card from the Moonology Oracle deck. All right, Capricorn, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. Let's get y'all a Moonology card. The Spirit says split the deck and take the one off the top in my left hand. That's what I'm doing. Oh, what was your last card? The Star. It says a time for healing. Balsamic Moon. Y'all go look up Balsamic Moon. Go to your favorite search engine and look up Balsamic Moon. That Balsamic Moon is that is the most spiritual moon phase you can be born under. Not everybody's born under Balsamic Moon. Go look up Balsamic Moon. Some of y'all came here to do some very powerful spiritual work. Okay? Balsamic Moon, a time for healing. Some of y'all are healers. Some of y'all have water in your chart. The water signs heal. They do it differently, but they're healers too. Cancer heals by absorbing and then going later and wringing it out. Cancer is a sponge. Cancer heals it's the empath. So Cancer heals by taking on whatever that lower vibrational energy is of whoever they were sent in to heal. It could be a person, it could be a place. Okay. Cancers go in and they heal through absorption and then going off in the hermit mode somewhere and working out whatever that negative energy was, wringing out the dirty sponge and cleaning it up. If you're a Cancer, you got to make sure that spiritual baths, if you got Cancer in your sun, moon, or rising, you have to make sure that spiritual baths are part of your regimen, part of your spiritual hygiene regimen. Okay. Scorpios heal through transmutation. And part of transmutation sometimes is absorbing too. So they don't absorb the same way that Cancer does. Cancer is the empath. They got no control over it. Okay. Scorpios see. The healing with Scorpio is a little bit more selective. Okay. Cancers, they got no choice in it. The only way they can not heal is to stay away from people and shut themselves off from the world. Don't look at TV. A Cancer could look at something on TV that needs healing and absorb some of that energy and heal that place where that camera's set. That's true. That is very true story. Empaths do it remotely and in present. Okay. But the Scorpios do it based on what they see. Cancers heal based on what they feel. So if a Scorpio is healing you, a Scorpio sees that something with you is broken, and I'm talking about sun, moon, or rising. They see something broken and they step in and they choose to voluntarily help you heal it or transmute it. However they do it, however they're led by the Spirit. Okay. Pisces, they can do it psychically. They can do it psychically. They know. They just know. So they can help. I don't know how, I still don't understand how Pisces does what it does. And it doesn't even know how it does what it does because it's in the 12th house. And the 12th house is a mystery. The 12th house is a mystery. But Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpios are healers. Okay. Balsamic Moon, a time for healing. Okay. So a lot of y'all Capricorns have been through a lot. Y'all have been through a lot, especially with that Pluto and Capricorn transit that we had before Pluto transitioned into Aquarius last year. Okay. A lot of y'all have been through a lot. And Spirit said it's a time for healing. And that goes with that star card that you saw there. Healing, rejuvenation. It's coming your way. It's coming your way. All right. Let me let this go. Capricorn, that's your reading. If you like this, give it a thumbs up and be sure you hit that subscribe button and set your notification bell to also be notified when I upload new content. Thank y'all for watching today. All right. And 2 more signs to go. We're doing Aquarius now. Aquarius. Where's my timestamp? There we go. Aquarius. Aqua, sun, moon, and rising, or wherever else you got it in your chart, and you might want to put it there. We're going to read for you from the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. And already I like this energy because guess what? I split the deck on. This ain't a card, but I just want y'all to see this because somebody might feel something from this. I split the deck on the Sun and the King of Swords. Okay. I like that energy. I love that for you. Okay. Y'all take that. Y'all take that. That ain't the direction card, but y'all take that. Y'all take that Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. That's some powerful energy. Okay. Let's see. What direction do we have? What direction is being set for my Aquariuses? Sun, Moon, Rising, or wherever else they got in their chart that they want to check for. I told y'all sometimes when I'm doing these, and when I'm watching a reading for Sun, Moon, or Rising, I check for my Mars sign sometimes. I do. All right. This is Aquarius. This would happen on the Aquarius reading. This would happen on the unconventional, rule-breaking Aquarius energy. How about y'all got 2 direction cards that came out? Okay. I couldn't take one. I just had to take them both because both of them came out. The Wheel of Fortune, that's a destiny. That's a destiny placement. That's very spiritual. We're going to find out what's destined for you with regards to a spark of creation, a new spark of creation coming from the divine. Y'all got something destined that this that's shocking. It's something that's going to shock you. It's something unexpected that's coming in for you. It's going to be a gift of new activity, new power. Wands is fire signs. That's power. Y'all got some new power. Some of y'all might have a destined unlocking of some. Look here. Did y'all seen that Netflix series Supercell? I'm just saying. I don't know why that came through. Some of y'all might have a destined unlocking of some spiritual or physical powers. Okay. Ace of Wands, that's fire. I don't know why that even came out of me, but that's for somebody. Wheel of Fortune is destiny. It's destined to happen. Okay. All right. Let's read. Let's read. And this is one of those two cards that also has all of the fixed signs on it. So it's established. When it's destined, it's established. The World card is the other one. The World card is a card of establishment. It's the establishment at the end. It's the foundation. You've arrived. Whatever, everything you've been through, your journey is established. It's done. But this Wheel of Fortune, it's established too. Why? Fixed signs. You got, let me see if I can do this in reverse. That is Aquarius. That's Scorpio. That is Leo. And that's Taurus. Okay? And they're all winged. They're all winged, okay? Flying high. They're in the clouds. Wheel of Fortune. You got these fixed signs, meaning whatever this is fixed in the heavens. It's destined. That's the Wheel of Fortune, and it's turning in your favor. Whatever it is, it's a destined new spark, power, perhaps new fire you got coming through. Let's see what's gonna shock. That could be the whole reading right there, but I'm gonna keep going. Let's see what's gonna shock my Aquariuses. Y'all see that? Y'all got a lot that's shocking y'all. Okay, I gotta take those separately. Not only do y'all have the establishment, something's been established for you before the foundation of the earth, as is written, established before birth, set apart, set aside for you. Go read Jeremiah chapter 1, verses 1 through 5. Something was written and established for y'all. Look at here. Look, it is written. You see that? Each one of these energies has a book. Each one of these energies has a book. It is written. It is written. Something was written for y'all. Not only do you have new power coming, I'm calling this new power. Some of y'all got the unlocking of new power. You know why you got that new power? Think about it. Pluto, the sign of destruction and recreation, the sign of destruction and regeneration, the sign of raw power is in y'all sign right now, Aquarius. There's another divine synchronicity for you, Aquas. Okay, Aqua men and Aqua women. Some of y'all got new fire coming in, new power. Why do you need new power? Why do you need new power that was destined to unlock during a certain period before you arrived in the earth? Because I don't know if you realize what's going on in the world right now, but some of y'all are being activated. This took a turn, y'all. This took a turn. I'm gonna tell y'all this other card that came over, that turned over here, that came out. Look, there is a changing of the guard that's happening in the earth right now. Every time Pluto enters the sign of Aquarius, it represents a shift in power, a shift in rulership. Power does not want to give itself up. Power typically is taken from one and given to another. Okay, with this new power that's coming in alignment with Pluto and Aquarius, and it was established before y'all got in, some of y'all need this new power because maybe some of y'all are the ones, the heroes that were sent here to be activated to help humanity survive through what's coming, what's on the way, to help lead and protect humanity. Aquariuses are the biggest humanitarians in the Zodiac. They don't know how not to be. Aquariuses ride for everybody. They like, if it ain't right for all, it ain't right for one or two. All right, that's Aquarius energy. So I don't know why, but this for me feels like the unlocking of destined spiritual gifts coming from the divine, coming from the hand of the Most High. All right, and guess what else y'all got coming in? Shocking, unexpected events. Some of y'all got new love coming in. New love, the gift of new love. The gift of new love. Maybe y'all need love to help support y'all in what's going on. Our spirit told me don't pull no more cards. Okay. Spirit said don't pull any more cards. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave that message right where it is. Spirit told me to leave that alone. Aquarius, that's for y'all. Expect to be shocked with regards to something destined that's being a new gift. And it may not be a spiritual power being unlocked. It could just be a divine spark of creativity. Y'all may get a divine spark of creativity that helps to lead to this also this new start in love for some of y'all. Y'all getting new stuff that's destined for y'all, that's written for y'all in the heavens. Okay. And it's no, I see why Spirit asked me to stop pulling. There's no reason for me to try to clarify this, because when you're dealing with Uranus in any sign, you don't see, you know what area it's going to be in, but you don't know the activity. You don't know exactly what's going to happen. So this got something to do with your fire, your passions, your spark, things that you're passionate about. Okay. As well as your heart, love. Okay. And guess what? Whatever it is destined. It's destined for you. Since a cup came out, I'm gonna pull a love oracle card for y'all. But Aquarius, that's all I got. I ain't touching that no more. Spirit took that one over. That Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or anywhere else you got it in your chart that you want to look at. Okay, you got it in your Mars, your Venus, your North Node. Be my guest. I'm just doing this. I called it for Sun, Moon, or Rising, but like I told y'all, I'm looking for some of my other placements sometimes too. So y'all might have it somewhere else. Spirit said, take one more. Okay. Y'all got one that came out. There's the other one. Woo. Wow. Wow. Aquarius. Wow. Wow. Adjustments are required. Third quarter moon. Adjustments are required. Okay. All right. That's going to mean something to y'all. Some of y'all going to have to make some adjustments to once this shocking event comes in. Once this shocking information comes in, Uranus in Gemini, once this shocking knowledge comes in, it's going to lead to this Ace of Wands event and this Ace of Cups event for you. Spirit saying adjustments are required. Adjustments are going to be required. And guess what the other card that came out is? It says this energy is gaining momentum. I'm so tempted to pull a tarot card to find out what adjustments are going to be required, but I'm not doing it. I don't go against Spirit. Spirit's probably hiding this because it's written in the heavens. So some of y'all may have had people trying to dip in to your Akashic records and see what's going on with you, and Spirit blocks them. So I'm not going to be that person for them. All right. I'm not going to pull any more. Whenever it comes in, you're going to have to make some adjustments. Okay. All right. What's that scripture? I will open up I'll open up the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing where there won't be room enough to receive it. If you got that kind of blessing coming in, adjustments are required. But know the aces are new beginnings and they're gifts from the Most High, the hand coming out of the cloud. Okay. And it's destined. It's destined. Wheel of Fortune is destined. So y'all got some new power unlocking, some new spark, some new creative idea, something, or some new unlocking of new powers that were destined, established in the heavens. It is written. Look at all of the books there. Four fixed signs. So it's fixed. And you could have a partner coming in to help you with that. But the Ace of Cups that's a fresh start in love. Okay. Or it simply could mean a new heart. Okay. You may need a new heart for humanity. Your Aquarius energy is humanitarian. Whatever it is, this energy is gaining momentum and y'all can feel it. Waxing moon. All right. Let me get you a love oracle just because a cup came out and see if there's any messages in there for y'all. These cards all want to come out. A lot of love. Somebody got a lot of love to give y'all because all these cards are trying to fly out of my hand. We can't read the whole deck. All right. I don't know how many cards are in this deck. We can't read the whole deck. Okay. What's the message? What's the love message for Aquarius? Let me put these down here so I can handle these a little bit better since nothing came out that half. There we go. Soon. Somebody's going to contact you soon. That's the energy of Uranus and Gemini. Sudden, unexpected communication. Okay. Somebody's going to contact you soon, Aquarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, or wherever else you want to put it. Since a cup came out, you can check your Venus as well. Okay. If you try and get freaky deaky, you check your Mars too. All right. Somebody said, I'm going to contact you soon. All right. So that is all I have. That's all I got for you, Aquarius. All right. So y'all be sure to hit that like button on the way out. Very interesting reading, Aquarius. Hit that like button. And if you like to receive these types of updates, be sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure your notification bell is set to all. So you'll be notified when Matty T, MDT, AAA Spirit Guide, John 4 and 24 is live. Okay. Let's put these Moonology cards away. And then we're going to get into the last sign, Pisces. Okay. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all, those of y'all that watch this all the way through to the end. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Some people just watch for their sign and get off. And some of y'all like the reader and y'all just watch the whole time. And I appreciate each and every one of y'all. And I don't just speak for myself. I think all the readers, you know, can appreciate when people are there for the whole reading, because, you know, it's nice to have an audience. It is. It is. I used to be a stage performer years ago. I used to sing in, I used to be part of civic ensembles where we would do like this one in particular. We did 2 shows a year. We did the singing Christmas tree. That was back when I was celebrating Christmas, whatever. But that didn't need explanation. So anybody want to come for me, come for me. We can talk. Anyway, back in the day, I was with this organization that we did 2 shows a year. We did the singing Christmas tree and the I'm sitting here running my mouth. I always get lost at the end with Pisces. Let me go back about 30 seconds with Pisces. Let's just say 229. Anyway, we would do the singing Christmas tree in wintertime, and or the late fall heading into Christmas season, and we would do a Broadway show in the spring. We do a Broadway style show in the spring. And let me tell you something. It is, for some reason, and some of y'all may have done these types of things before, you know that the more people you got in the audience, the more energy you get, and the better the performance is. The lesser people you have in the audience, you still do your best. But now, if it's a small audience, but they're live, that you could have an audience of 7. If this a live hype audience, that audience is just as good as having 1,000 in there. Okay, so let me say that first and foremost. But when you got a smaller audience, or they're not interactive, or they just kind of just sitting there and they just clap at the end of every performance, and you just sang your butt off and did your choreography or whatever, and they just, you'd be like, you know. So a lot of times we do these shows, they would start on, we do a Thursday night show, a Friday night show, 2 shows on Saturday and 1 on Sunday. And for some reason, that Saturday night show was always the most lit. The Saturday matinee show sucked. It was just like, these people are so dry. My God, can we get through this so we can get to the Saturday night one? So anyway, I don't know. I'm just rambling, y'all, but I appreciate each and every one of y'all to stick around, because, you know, again, when you're on stage or on camera, whatever, it's always nice to have an audience. So thank y'all. So Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. F it, we at the end. North Node, 7th house. Okay, Mars, whatever. All right. This is the last one, Pisces. Last reading today. So Pisces, what y'all got for me today? Put it where it goes, all right? Put it where it goes. Let's see. Pisces, what is the direction? 3 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles. Something with your money, Pisces. That also says collaboration. So this tells me that whatever this shocking communication is during this Uranus and Gemini transit, this is going to have something that's going to shock you. It's going to have something to do with your money, your resources, that sort of thing. It could be work, because 3 of Pentacles is a card of work. So it could have something to do with your job. Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. Some of y'all could have those placed in your chart somewhere. But let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and see what's happening here. I ain't going to take that card that was at the bottom of the deck. Got a 7 of Wands that came out sideways. Spirit, should I take this upright or reverse? Let me grab my other deck here. I don't want that sideways, because that's wishy-washy energy with regards to defense. All right. Either you're not defensive or you're going to be defensive. Spirit, give me a card. Tell me, give me a yes, no card. Give me a card. If it's upright, we're going to take that in the upright. If it's reverse, we're going to take it in reverse. All right. The 2 of Wands came out upright. So we're going to take this. We're going to take that 7 of Wands in the upright position. Okay. All right. Whatever this is, it could put you on the defensive. I don't know. Or it could tell you this shocking communication could put you in the energy where you're protecting your money. Why? Because it's got to do with money. So let's find out, Pisces. Let's find out. Let's find out. Give me a clarifier on that 7 of Wands. Clarify that 7 of Wands, Spirit. Let me turn that card over. That card ain't supposed to be upright. Let me reshuffle. Clarify that 7 of Wands for my Pisces. Why is Pisces on it? Why is Pisces protective? Why is Pisces what is this shocking communication that's going to come out that is perhaps going to have Pisces protecting their coin or their resources? Spirit said, take that card. Let's take it. 4 swords. Okay, whatever it is, you ain't gonna have to worry about it. Whatever it is, you ain't gonna have to worry about it. But I need some more clarifier. It's going to put you in that energy of security. Okay, could be financial security that you're going to want to, you whatever it is, some communication that may want you to protect your financial security. 4 swords is a card of safety, security, recovery, that sort of thing. Let me get another card. Let's take this one since it's sticking out. Six of Swords, okay? But the Six of Swords came out in reverse. So whatever it is, you ain't running. Pisces, this is interesting. Let me give it. Okay, the Star. Okay. All right. The Star. Healing, creativity, hopeful. Let me see what that is, y'all. And at the bottom of the deck, you got that ever helpful Page of Pentacles. Okay. Page of Pentacles, eagerness. I love that. That's my card of eagerness. But I'll take the subtitle there. It says reveal. So it's going to be revealed to you. So I'm gonna get you an advice card in a second. But let's put this together. This sudden, shocking, unexpected, what you don't see coming has got to do with your money, okay? Your coins. It could be something or a project that you're working on with somebody, but you are going to your safety and security is going to be protected, or this is telling you to you don't have to worry about it. Like again, you may be in an energy where you want to get defensive, but Spirit is saying you can rest your nerves. You can rest your nerves. You ain't got to worry about it. Whatever it is, somebody could be trying to, Five of Swords leads to the Six of Swords, which is the Six of Swords is a card of retreating to calmer waters. Somebody you ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. Whatever it is, you can and that goes perfectly with the Four of Swords upright. Four of Swords upright is a card of safety, security, recovery. All right, just kind of resting. And the Six of Swords in reverse is a card that says, I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. Okay. All right. The subtitle there is transition. So you ain't changing. Spirit said you ain't got to worry about this. You ain't got to worry about it. And you ain't got to run. You ain't got to sail away. You ain't got to run. Whatever this is with regards to this collaboration and this money or whatever you got coming in, or this project that something that's going to shock you, that maybe somebody's going to work with you and collaborate with you, or want to collaborate with you on some project that's going to lead to some shiny gold coins. Okay. Some shiny gold coins is something you've been hoping for. It's something you've been hoping for. The Star, card of hope. Something you've been hoping for, something you've been going out at night wishing upon a star for, okay? This says creativity, and that is definitely Piscean energy, because Pisces takes that from the imagine. They take things that they dream up in their imagination and they send it on down to the next sign, which is Aries, which is the energy of birth. Okay, so Pisces is good for conceiving new ideas in their heads, creativity. I got a brother who's a Pisces. He's always dreaming up something or whatever. But Pisces leads to Aries, which is well, that's not Aries. That's actually Aquarius energy right there, the Star. So some of y'all could have Aquarius placements. But Pisces leads to Aries, which is the coming forth of whatever that thing was that you were dreaming up or conceiving in your mind. But whatever it is, the Star is a card of hope and healing. So this goes perfectly with this Four of Swords being followed by the Six of Swords in reverse, leading to this healing. Whatever it is, Spirit is saying it. Okay, listen, you may feel the need to protect yourself or protect whatever this collaboration is. Okay, you may feel defensive about it, but Spirit is saying rest your nerves. Rest your nerves. You ain't got to worry about it. Ain't nobody gonna talk you out of it, so ain't gonna be no need. Ain't gonna be no Five of Swords energy leading to the Six of Swords upright. You can chill. You can chill. It's coming. It's coming. It's gonna shock you. Whatever it is gonna shock you, and it's gonna put you at that rest and security where you feel like, hey, I ain't gotta leave and go find calmer waters, because whatever it is, it's gonna rejuvenate me. It's gonna rejuvenate me. It's something I've been hoping for a long time, and it's gonna rejuvenate me. Your advice is built in. Your advice is built into the cards. Rest your nerves. Rest your nerves and don't go nowhere. Just wait for it. It's coming. It's coming. Okay. So let me get you a Moonology card, Pisces, and then we're done with the reading. Thank y'all for being here. Hit that like button for me. Okay. Hit that like button for me. Look what I split the deck on, y'all. Look what I split the deck on. Meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. See that? That goes right perfectly with that Four of Swords. Meditate and contemplate. That's Four of Swords energy. New moon in Pisces. I can't make this stuff up, y'all. You can't make it up. You can't make it up. All right. Thank you to all of you that are still here and that wrote out the whole reading. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Okay. Two cards came out. Two cards came out. Oh, a romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. Maybe you got a romantic cycle coming with somebody that you work with. Okay. Maybe you got a romantic cycle coming with somebody that you work with, or you maybe somebody you're going to be collaborating with is going to lead to a new romantic cycle. All right. That's going to lead to a fiery complex. That's going to lead to a fiery climax. When you got a new romantic cycle beginning, that's going to lead to a fiery climax. Aries energy, Mars. Mars is how you fight and how you. Okay. All right, I'm gonna leave that alone, y'all. I'm gonna leave that alone. We all grown folks up in here. That's your reading today. So thank y'all. Thank you to each and every one of you. Listen, if you enjoyed this video, y'all, give me a thumbs up. Recommend the channel to somebody. And y'all, please, I'm a writer. Check out my work at www.talfordarts.com. You can also find me on Amazon. Go to Amazon, check out my author page, Matt D. Talford. Check my books out, check my work out. If you're not an avid reader, maybe you know somebody who's an avid reader and you want to purchase a book for one of them. Okay, just browse through my collection at talfordarts.com. If you're outside of the United States, go to my Amazon author page, Matt D. Talford. Okay, and yeah, and if you feel, some of y'all like to leave tips and stuff, my tip jar information is in the description bar box. It is not required, but it's always appreciated if that's something you want to do, if you feel so moved. If not, I'm glad I was able to help y'all. Y'all be sure to check out my other channel, Matt D. Talford. I go deep over there in scripture and showing you that the Bible and the ancient text from which it was derived have always been spiritual text. They've not been religious. The religious establishment took them over and turned it into the doctrine of control. So my work over there is to help you break free from that religious programming and see the spirituality in the scriptures. To see that tarot, it wasn't called tarot, but to see how some of the patriarchs and matriarchs in the Bible used things that would today be the equivalent of tarot cards to get messages from the divine. They did it in the Bible, but the religious establishment ain't gonna tell you that. They want you to stay away from tools that can actually help you break free from bondage. How about that? Okay. So those are some of the things I talk about over there. I talk about astrology. We talk about new moon, manifesting during the new moon, showing gratitude during the full moon. Y'all check me out over there. I'm kind of raw over there. I speak my mind. So it's for most people that watch, but it ain't for everybody. So y'all check me out on my other channel. But that's all I got, y'all. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for being here. And you all have a great rest of your day. Hopefully these messages help somebody, okay? If not, at the least, hopefully you were entertained. Y'all have a great day. Peace, family. Thank you so much, Michelle. Thank you. Peace, y'all. Peace.